Dummy.
We back. This is great. By yeah, you know. We probably should. Y'all
You know.
Yeah, I got tongue tied and I try to play. But you got the life book bag. What happened to the fancy one?
I can't find it. I was cleaning up and I don't know where the fuck I put it.
We talking about Hooter with the Louis V. You just went all Dollar General then.
Mm-hmm. No,
it still probably costs about 400. Still costs about 400.
A nice book bag.
That's a Swiss, nigga.
Yeah, it's still
Swiss they got the Swiss Army book bag, nigga.
They got 6 pouches.
Don't it? It probably came. It came with the knife.
You got a spot right.
Nah,
You look like a nigga. You ever notice like them old folk?
Knife.
Yeah, you ever? I got a knife. Like, why the fuck you got a knife, dog?
I'm a jill me a nigga.
Just in case he get up on me.
I poke your ass.
Y'all ever notice that though? Nigga got a knife, and then them Swiss Army knives got a bar to open. They got wire cutters on there.
We almost there.
I'm gonna be like Charles White, nigga. I'm gonna go give me a pig poker.
Nigga, I ain't never carrying no knife. I got this Smith & Wesson for you.
Now you look like you got a pocket knife.
Mm-hmm. A good one too.
I ain't never carried.
You was in the Boy Scouts. You probably got a pocket knife.
Nigga, how you know I was in the Boy Scouts?
Because you lost. You lost.
Oh yeah, they cheated me.
You know how to start a fire with nothing?
Yeah. But I'm just like a
Swiss Army knife head ass. And you're not gonna get a pocket knife.
I'm a utility person. Like a utility athlete.
Not until you get your
You a what kind of person?
I'm a utility person.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can do it all. I can do a little bit of everything. Okay. Grill, boil, fix shit, car.
Do you have to be able to do
funny?
Do you have to be able to do them all well?
Introspective, political.
You on a self love tour, a self big up tour today, huh?
I mean, I am who I am. I am who I am, little Steve.
Amp yourself up, G.
The trillest line in history.
What, boy?
Well, one of the trillest lines in history.
What's your best thing you do?
I think I do all of them well.
No one thing over the other.
I mean, funny is first. Because I don't like that's not something I have to practice.
It's just naturally
like grilling. I go look on YouTube. I practice that, but
you don't
like
look at stand ups.
No, being funny is it's just who I am.
You ain't got that good kind of funny though.
Yes, I do. It might be offensive funny, but it's like I'm funny without trying.
You got that dry humor.
What's the good kind of funny?
What's the good
kind of funny?
Slap your knee funny.
Slap your knee.
Yeah.
I'm slap your knee funny. But I just be chilling. Like when I do it, I just be like talking regular.
Nah, you be doing that shit like you get it, you get it. No, all your shit come with a do.
See what I did there?
Yeah, there you go. One more time, that nigga shit come with a. See what I did there?
That's when I'm doing my doubles and triples. Hey,
when niggas don't get it, huh?
Yeah.
You gotta, you see, go back and revisit that joke. Like when
doubles and triples.
Like them Wayne
that
verses
is
that you be realizing shit about.
Boy, I called this nigga last week about a verse. I can't even remember, but
figure something else out.
He didn't even know it. It was like a 21. Was it 20? No, it was a little bit.
He didn't know the song. Yeah, but he didn't know what he was saying. What was the verse? Watch this.
No,
what'd you ask me?
That nigga said, when Lil Baby, it was Lil Baby and Drake. He was like, I get my clothes, Taylor, no starch, please. I got millions in the bank like S&D. I ain't know what the fuck he talking about. See?
And I'm supposed to know that.
Ain't that like the stock market or some shit like that? Or something? I don't even know.
S&D? Yeah, I think that is look at who. I think that is a stock market shit.
Put up the song. Lil Baby and Drake.
I know the verse you
by the time he pulled that,
need to find out
by the time he pulled that, we'll be long gone.
Yeah, that nigga on
S&D, I think is a stock market thing. A stock market trade. Type in stock market S&D. It's something like that.
See, there
stock exchange. There you go. It just had it.
Okay, Lil Baby.
Sandra Energy.
No. Say take out price and put exchange.
Or terminology.
Exchange. There you go.
Same thing.
Well, fuck it. I don't know.
That might be it. Fuck, I don't know.
But we finna get ready to get out of here.
Like USD.
But here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stock.
I'm Joe.
I'm Hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 218. Yes, 218 consistent episodes from the consistent group. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say. 3,800 listeners, 14, 15 countries represented in that.
No nominations needed.
Yeah. You can't box us into
Birmingham.
Yeah.
We
Like,
ain't local.
Yeah, like we got it's a platform. Like I can't be a platform. I don't know.
I ain't trying to be cool with you niggas.
Yeah, like I don't understand it, but I don't get it.
Y'all sound like y'all mad about it.
No,
literally not. It's
I'm
just
not
funny.
mad.
Yeah,
I'm
just
not,
funny.
I'm not mad, but you know,
The audacity.
just make sure that you know
You feel like you should have been on there?
who. Nah,
I mean, if it's a real list, yeah.
The God's untrue. I really don't care.
I don't care, but if you talking,
Like
then,
I don't even think about it, because like when they say like, oh, you got to be nominated to be on there, but like I don't even know who the people are who create the list, who put out the nominations to even know that it's time to be nominated.
Yeah.
So like,
ain't come across my socials.
Yeah. So
It's funny though.
It came up on mine once I saw the uproar.
It's cute.
You know, it's funny. I ain't care. I ain't worried about it, man. What do I benefit from it? Is it going to be like the Grammys to me or the Oscars or Tonys?
But I be like that with the Grammys
anyway.
and the Oscars. They be getting bent out of shape about not getting an award, but they don't stop your music from being done.
Well, but Grammy nominated.
But I would care to
something.
be.
Grammy
that means I would
means
care.
something.
Yeah, it means something in word. Like, I'm Grammy nominated.
Well, no, you can
Nigga,
charge
ain't nobody
more.
gonna not rob you because you
more
Grammy.
business.
Oh, he Grammy. No, we ain't gonna rob you.
I wanted to bring, if it's going to bring me more business, more eyes, more things, I'll take it. Yeah. But I don't care either way.
But having podcasts,
I ain't gonna be in an uproar about it.
But having podcasts on there that don't do podcasts anymore, or that's only on YouTube, that's not a podcast.
But I got that one mic.
You know. Oh yeah.
Look, everybody
in the club getting tipsy.
Hey, look, hold on. I want to say something.
Give me the mic.
Okay, fix your shit.
I ain't never had to say.
I seen y'all made niggas upgrade their mic. I ain't starting here.
Too late.
It's
been a good week.
He think about it too. Me and Dad are don't worry about it. Let him go, man. They took enough of a beating.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Todd, man. You know, he's still,
recovering from his BBL.
He's still recovering from his BBL. I think he went back and got it updated because he didn't like the way the hips came out.
Yeah, he got new calves.
Yeah.
The arms ain't matched.
That nigga go come out being a
He want his tattoo to sit right on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, with Malcolm Martin and
Luther. That nigga got Malcolm Martin Luther. What Luther got to do with this?
Aretha Franklin. That nigga got everybody. Rosa Parks.
Dummy.
Harriet Tubman.
But wait, y'all thought my boy Shorts was short last year. Wait till he come out with his
nigga finna come in here with boxes on. You got to
He
go.
coming in here in biker shorts.
Ooh, y'all wait till y'all see Todd come out.
See this new body Todd. Body Todd.
Yeah, bro. But nah, man,
keep
my boy in y'all prayers, man. He's doing okay. I spoke with him earlier today on the way in. He said he missed the lights. He missed talking to his people. He said, Cheeto, appreciate the words. But yeah, my boy will be back sooner than later, man. Where we at with the hoop?
Come on back, my boy, and get healthy. Happy birthday to baby Tatum, too. I know we wished you a happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Tatum.
Man, wish the baby a happy birthday. And my mama, too. Like, my mom's birthday the same day, March 8th. So.
Bogan?
Why I share my
You share your birthday with
daddy, sister.
Everybody, man. The week was cool, man. Went out to the club. For your birthday, it was a cool little setting.
Club.
That's what I said, the club.
The club.
The club.
Not the.
The.
Yeah,
The cat, the dog, the club. Fuck it. It was cool, man. It was cool. We celebrated you. That was cool for you, man. It was a cooler setting, cooler spot at the top of the city, and that's just a hell of a view. I caught myself just sitting there, just staring out the window, and that shit looked peaceful and fun and tranquil, or whatever you want to say. But my week was cool, man. That's pretty much the highlight of me. The wife and the dogs when we walked in the city. City Walk was popping yesterday. Just. No more shooting.
Get around.
I'm telling you, no more shooting.
But I think that's what caused it though. Like it was basketball championships. You know they was gonna have a ton of kids out there for no apparent reason, but nothing like that was going on. It was some little small thing with the colors. And I think it's Holy or Holi or something. It probably popped up on your eye on Tombstone.
HOLI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like Indians out there cooking their food in their food trucks, and it was a lot of painting and stuff like that going on. So that was cool, man. But that was pretty much my week. How about yours, cuz? And I'm mad everybody ain't got crawfish. I thought it was crawfish season, man. We trying to ball.
I told your little silly ass it was too young. It was too early.
It was too young, huh? No, because you suggested.
Yeah, that's right. The season young.
They was out here. You was like that.
I mean, it works both ways. But he just
see what I did there.
I see it.
That shit don't have enough rhythm to it. Like it ain't solid.
Yeah, it's too fast.
We gotta get some more shit on that board.
Yeah, slow that bitch down a little bit.
You passed it to me already or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Very dope week.
I took it back for a little bit.
I appreciate y'all boys. Y'all always show up when it's time to be. It's very fortunate to have friends. I'm being transparent in this moment. It's very fortunate to have friends as good as y'all, and I really do appreciate y'all boys. Starting off Sunday with the Lynx event, y'all all showed up, showed out. So
the Lynx know how to party. I forgot to mention.
Yeah,
they
man, that party was. I had a pretty good time in there. I really would say
it was out of something that y'all would normally do. So that was dope. I appreciate y'all coming through. Then Wednesday, my birthday, y'all came back through, and we went to the club that had fun. Hootie came.
He put a Q on it.
LC.
Fuck y'all, dummy. See, I can't even be nice enough.
Yeah, you can, nigga. You gonna correct my duh? We gonna come correct your D. Go ahead.
So, but yeah, that was about it. Birthday turned 39, so reflections and shit. Got to figure some shit out before 40.
35?
No.
35.
No. This nigga been calling me a baddie all week. And
this
that
nigga
shit,
have you been acting like one?
No.
Look, who normally take off all week for their birthday?
I didn't.
Yes, you did. I called him on the birthday. I said, man, you took off? He said, yeah, man. I was like, oh, you a baddie, huh? He said, yeah, bad bitch.
He embraced it.
He embraced this shit.
I mean, bad bitch energy. You know what I'm saying?
Lotto's so crazy. Jotto so crazy.
Jotto's
so crazy.
And we got a lot of titles. Stop doing that, Dez. It ain't good. Stop doing it.
Jotto.
He said it ain't good.
Dez ain't wrote it down, so we'll forget by the time the end of the show.
Oh, yeah. Damn sure will. But, no, nigga, I took off for my birthday, and I was, like, regular off the next day.
See?
Regular off.
Yeah.
He was off all week for his birthday.
And, yeah, Friday, I signed in and realized I had took off.
So you took off all week?
No, I worked Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Shout out Courtney. She got me a replacement baller. That's an inside joke.
Replacement baller.
A Weller's. Not the green one, the red one. So that was dope.
Were you shitting on somebody when you said not the green one, the red one?
No. It's a step above. I wasn't shitting on nobody. That was the end of my week. What about you, Stop?
Nigga tired of shitting on people and he shat on. He just shat on a nigga. Shat.
Dope week. Man, it started like you said. It started Sunday. Man, Sunday was just a dope day. We came in, we partied, we sipped a little bit. Went over to your house. Dope setup, dope vibe. Everybody was over there just kind of kicking it. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Had the charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board.
Charcuterie. Yeah, man. The spinach dip was popping, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that spinach dip was popping. She opened my bottle, but that spinach dip was popping.
Yeah, had some good premium liquor. You know, we got off the jack.
Good Bud Light.
Yeah, we got to the good premium liquor. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga's such a turncoat. He ain't want to start it, but never mind. That's too much of inside.
Yeah, well, fucking nigga. Hey, now that it's open, put me a little something in this cup. Shit, fuck, I'm gonna miss.
Can't open your good shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let them get the benefit. I want some too. Yeah.
And then gonna tell me not to trip. Hey man, this ain't the time for this.
Yeah, wait till tomorrow. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, it's a party. Niggas stop rolling in the moment.
You didn't put somebody out of a party over there before. No, don't do it again.
No, I stopped that, but I did want to put that goddamn K&G suit wearing nigga out my house.
But yeah, it was dope. Then went on, like you said, to the Lynx event. That was cool. Then Wednesday, it was cool. Like Hoot said, hit the club. That was a cool little setup. I was old fashioned.
You figured some shit out, didn't you?
Yeah, I figured some shit out. When you drink an old fashioned, right? Sometimes they put the orange peel around it and they put it right there, and then sometimes they put a cherry on the toothpick and put it in there.
Yeah.
I ain't never really seen a nigga eat the cherry.
That shit was good
Nah,
as fuck.
nigga.
That shit was good as fuck, boy. Then that
Food, you ate the cherry food?
it ain't like it was the orange peel. Then I have a problem with a nigga eating the orange
No,
peel.
you ate the cherry.
I ain't even get to finish that shit.
I like fruit.
That nigga had put that bitch. He like.
No, I ain't doing all that.
Yes, you did.
though.
You dropped the cherry in your mouth.
No, I kind of. You gotta
That
lose
nigga
it.
rolled the boat.
Then it wasn't even like, man, they wasn't even like one bite. He was nibbling off that bitch.
You nibbled the
I
cherry.
had to see what it tastes like. Let's see if it tastes like something.
You weren't fully committed, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't, But then once I tasted it, like, yeah, that's
Hootie, don't eat fruit out of a drink.
Fuck that. Nah, that ain't. Who rule is that?
That's just a man law.
No, it ain't. It's not true.
So you drink out of straw?
Yeah, I drunk that wolf. That
Oh, no,
that
he
was
been
a-
like that.
That was out of a
You
straw.
have.
Yeah, he been on
That was out of a
Yeah.
straw though. They
Yeah.
gave me a straw.
Yeah.
I was the only one.
Yeah.
If you had a
Yeah,
old fashioned,
yeah, but everybody took the straw. I watched. Everybody took the
Okay.
straw,
Yeah.
put it over there like you.
As a man, you're supposed to take the straw out.
I don't follow that rule. I like the straw. The straw actually gets
Clearly.
you drunker. So I'm drinking out the straw.
No, it don't. It's the
It's
same
the same amount of liquor.
Yeah.
It's going down faster because I'm drinking faster.
So
out of
you
the
like
straw.
it?
So
going
the straw go
fast.
down faster than just gulping it?
I ain't gonna gulp it. That's the thing. The straw makes you drink faster.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does. I think it makes you drink faster. If you sip
That,
out of
now
the
that
straw,
if that ain't
drink
classic Hooter logic, I don't know what it is.
I ain't the first person to say that, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't say that. But I ain't the first person to say that.
So with a straw, you just don't
You drink
drink
more.
the same amount of liquor?
I don't think so. Because I'm glad you're gonna sit.
So if it's
chill.
6 ounces of liquor in the cup, that's 80 proof. If you drink it out the straw, it like 100 proof.
If you drink it faster, yeah, you got to admit that drinking liquor faster affects you more. If you can drink this shot and you sip this woofer, that shot gonna get you faster.
But like even with a
That's
straw,
all it
when
is.
you just sip the same amount of liquor?
You just talking now. If you take a shot of this woofer rather than sipping this
Of course.
then that's all I'm saying.
But I don't see why the straw make you go faster.
It does. Like you finish your drink faster. I feel.
I
like
mean,
you
I
sip
think
and
it's
chill.
hard to gauge that because I could take a big gulp or I could take a
Luga.
little small sip out of straw.
Hey man, you ain't got to argue with me.
No. I was just saying, like, it could be, it's subjective.
You could, but I think that people who drink out of straws get drunk faster.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
not my
you mean
it's not-
women?
Yeah,
Because those are the only people that should be drinking liquor out
And
of
the
straw.
ones eating the fruit.
I'm drinking. I'm eating my
That
old
nigga,
fashioned.
that nigga ate the baby.
Drinking
That nigga ate the,
What is that?
man, that nigga ate the fuck out that bit. I was so shocked across the table.
That bit was good too. That was an amazing shit.
Yeah, but nah, it was a dope time, man. It was cool. Come out, man, celebrate for your birthday. More than anything, like just the fellowship. I was talking to my sister, and she was bringing reference to, and it was something we talked about. I think we talked about it off air. But it's cool, like having a friend group that help you not make mistakes,
Yeah.
or help you not go through. Like if I do something,
Hold you accountable.
yeah, not even that. Like if I do something and I kind of like struggle at that, and then you about to go do the same, I'm like, hey, bro, I did that. Don't do that.
Try a different way.
Or if I hit the jackpot and I'm like, man, they out there selling land for this, bro. You can go and you be like, shit, I'm ready. I'm finna go get land. And then you know what I'm saying. Then you go tell Dez, and like we all keep it in the thing. But we was talking, me and my sister, and she was like, a lot of friend groups aren't like that because some people know that there's a good opportunity, but then don't tell it to
share
their
it.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You might not got to tell it to the world, but like I couldn't.
I want my
to your
people to
close
come
people.
up.
Yeah, like you might not want to live
AK
live
Garrett.
where I live at, but I'm gonna tell you what the deal is.
AK
around
Garrett,
here.
they got Dodge Rams for $20,000.
For real? Yeah, man. It's a 2023. It's this initiative. Why wouldn't I tell you that? You know what I'm saying? And
Because
so-
I don't want to be the only like rich person. I want to
Can some
bring it to my friends.
friend groups shame you out of sharing information too though?
yeah, but I'm still
Yeah,
gonna
don't
share.
bring that crypto to me. No. That shit was a devil.
Crypto look good. The bank.
After the bank fucks up, but no. I ain't
What happened with that shit? Like I didn't fully read the story. It was like in 48 hours.
Well, since we here, Silicon Valley Bank out in California collapsed after failing to raise capital. Basically, what happened with Silicon Valley Bank? It's a pretty big deal. It's a large bank that was they were very instrumental in giving loans to the tech industry. And what happened? What happened? From everything that I'm understanding and from my early readings of it was when you go to a bank, any bank you go to, if anybody go to that bank and ask for money out, the bank doesn't have that money right there. Mm-hmm. So like they bank on you to deposit, and then when I go get a business loan, they give me money that you deposited. But a lot of banks have bonds. When the government give the money back to the bonds, they give it at the interest rate that was at that time. Mm-hmm. Well, interest rates now are higher. Mm-hmm. So they've lost money on those bonds that they gave to,
and so they can't give you all of that money back.
Right. And so a lot of people started hearing about what was going on and started demanding and wanting their money. And they couldn't make the bank, they couldn't create the bonds. They couldn't create the bonds quick enough. And so since they can't create the bonds quick enough, some people get asked out. Now the government has to take over because remember, if it's FDI insured, the government FDIC, I'm sorry. The government step in and cover that. Now the problem with that is if it's under $250,000, the government can guarantee that they can get it. Mm-hmm. Anything over that, you're gonna have to wait. Ain't no set amount of time on how long you might have to wait.
Millionaire niggas gotta wait.
You just gotta wait till they can figure out how to find that money.
So it was no Madoff shit, but it was some Madoff shit.
Well, I mean, it's just how banks work.
I'm saying from the standpoint, they didn't do no illegal shit, but once they came wanting their money back,
but that's how most banks work.
Basically, but also they was like he said, like the tech loans. They was giving loans to people that like the major banks that you think of would not.
Yeah, because it's a startup.
So you see what happened? Homeboys not looking out for each other. JP Morgan Chase ain't tell them niggas look out. Hey, this the deal over here. Or this the deal to do.
But JP Morgan got boats of dope too though. So they gonna be good.
And the Wells Fargo got missing money and shit.
Yeah, deposits missing.
Hey, nigga, I was sick Friday morning. Check my emails.
What I bought?
Zero. What the fuck you mean zero balance?
I ain't buying nothing yet.
Dude, that remind me of that movie. And for people who haven't seen it, I would go back and watch it. That movie, Too Big to Fail, because it shows you how when the government was trying to figure out how to handle the banks when the banks was collapsing, they was looking at like the dude who. He's on the inside. He understands what's about to happen. He in there he talking to France. He talking to China. He talking to all the people that you need to talk to. And he was looking at he went on a jog. You know, he go run. You know, that's part of his exercise every morning. And he was walking on the streets of New York and he was looking around. He said, man, all of these people have no idea that if we don't make the right decision in a few hours, they going to go to the bank, try to get some money out their ATM and can't get it. And so those are the kind of decisions that that they be faced with. And a lot of times what they say is the people who empower these banking execs that make all of this money, they going to be all right. It's going to trickle down to the people who just barely making ends meet.
Check the check now.
And you can't get your necessities. Those people going to be fine. But you can't go get the diapers for your kids or even go get basic necessities like food and groceries to put on the table. So it's a big deal because they said that this could trickle. Because if the Fed have to go print more money, that's not necessarily a good thing. Yeah. Because you're printing money and that
too much money out here. Dollar ain't worth a dollar.
That's what happened when they was giving niggas money during COVID.
That's what happened with the I don't know if you remember, but that Play with Bands cover that I had. Mm-hmm. Those kids was playing with real money in that thing. It was in Germany
was giving it away
when the market collapsed because it wasn't worth nothing. So they gave it to the kids to go play with because it was over with.
It was toilet paper at that point.
So
are y'all okay with big government? I
don't know no other way.
Taking over. You know what I'm saying? Yes, certain banks can't fail because that's gonna fuck up everybody. Yes, the Ford can't fail, and you know what I'm saying.
There's two ways to look.
Chevy, GMC, you just can't fail because that's fucking everything up more.
It's the same thing we always say. Unintended consequences. I'm glad that the government could step in and pay these people their money, and even if it's more than $250, you're gonna get it. You just gotta wait. But they're still giving you the ability to pay it. Like, let's say the government wasn't there. You asked out all the way around.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's nothing for no one for nowhere.
And you got countries like, you remember on Blow when...
But then the government could say, nigga, I ain't giving you nothing either.
Yeah, you remember on Blow. That's where I was going. On Blow when he put all that money in Panama. And then he went back to go get it and they was like, oh, sorry, it's gone.
Then what?
It's like,
that's the
what you mean my money gone?
That's the same shit happened to Franklin. Spoiler alert, but you should already know that part.
Yeah. I caught up. I'm caught up. So yeah. But it's yes, I'm okay with big government when they do it right.
Yeah, I think that you got to have some form of government regulation, especially in the market that is open. So like we can come up with something like the content factor, and if this bitch is supported right and blow up, you have the ability to go from nothing to something. You know what I mean? So I do like that notion of it because like in some other countries they control who can get it and who can't. And in a sense, you kind of have that around here. But
you seem like a rebel. What you think about big government?
No, I just said yes.
But I also do believe too much government regulation stifles growth
and not enough
and entrepreneurship.
Not enough is wild because nigga, imagine not having no security.
Yeah.
I was
Shit, nigga, you gotta have your personal security. Hey, Dez, come walk me to the store with your knife.
You better pocket knife. Yeah. And you get a pig poker.
I was talking to somebody, and it made me think like in the black community is like making money almost like frowned upon.
What you mean, like?
Because let me give you an example. That's what church me and my wife go to. And I said 6th Avenue, and they said, "Oh, that's the rich folks' church, the rich black people church."
Is it though? No, I don't know either way. But is it?
I wouldn't say that, but
affluent.
It's prominent people there.
Okay.
But like that's why is that look?
But what else
looked
does that
at
mean?
as
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I was just saying, why is that looked at as like kind of like something to talk about somebody about?
Because
you should ask them.
I think that comes from people.
No, I did, but I just wanted to bring it.
I think they come from people who don't have it because I think too much in our community. I was having this similar conversation this week. You ever notice that like being broke is a jab at people where we come from? Man, that nigga broke. Like that's the first thing they say. Yeah. Even you ain't got no money for real. Like it's like
big bang, little bang.
Like we look at money like the end all be all of everything, and I don't think everybody look at that. Like, don't get me wrong, money is very important and it runs a lot of shit. But like I think us, especially in our community, more than that, we always care about like you see like Diddy and Birdman trying to see who got the biggest pockets and who got the rappers all about the bravado or who got the biggest chain and the biggest cars, and so we get caught up in that shit, and a lot of times it don't mean nothing. So a lot of times if you're the person that's having it affluent, and it's more of y'all affluent that go to this spot, the people who ain't going, they ain't got nothing else to say other than that's what them kind of people do.
Hey, come over there with me one day. Maybe you'll meet somebody. Come on, let's go.
But I mean, my thing is,
but what did they say though? What was their reason for saying?
Well, once I explained it, I was like, well, you make money, you doing good for yourself. So like, what's the purpose of it? And then I started saying everything that they do for the hood. What your broke ass church do for the hood? So, I mean, that might not be the best thing to say.
It wasn't. It was. I was trying. It wasn't. But
I just look at
understand what you mean too, though.
Yeah, like all right. So all the quote unquote people with money is at one church, and they're tithing because they can. Tithing is hard as hell when you poor. Yeah, it just is.
It's hard as hell regardless.
Tithing is hard when I got money.
Right. Regardless.
I mean,
10%.
Right. Well, you look at it different.
Here go your $1,000.
See, that's more than the other person is.
No, I'm saying about 10% of like if I made a $10 million check.
Yeah, $1,000. I ain't give you. Yeah, I'm gonna give a donation. I ain't tithing. I'm giving you a donation. But if they're using that money right,
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
and I agree with that. Like I don't mind you saying it. Do you have a reason for saying it? Do you have a reason for asking me that or saying that this would affluent people go? Yeah. So, and your point?
And then
they fucking over they fucking over the hood. Oh, now I got a problem.
Now I got a problem.
They helping, but shut up. If it's no problem, it's no problem.
I have more of a problem with church in the hood where the pastor driving a Benz and everybody else struggling.
Yeah, I hate
because you take it.
Nigga, get your old caddy.
Yeah, nigga, no, Hyundai.
Get Hyundai.
Yeah, nigga, just drive your old Hyundai.
Yeah, and I don't like that though. Like if you're the pastor of this church and you the Benz and they're the Corollas, that ain't fair. You got the big house on the hill, that ain't fair.
And then a lot of people in our culture believe in that. Oh yeah, pastor doing good. No, but is you paying like is Alabama Power riding around your house?
But it also
depends ain't that
on
with everything though? I'm not trying to be funny, but like you'll see rappers. We've talked about this before. It's been a while, but like you'll see rappers like, man, y'all nigga broke. Y'all ain't got no money. But if it wasn't for the people, you wouldn't have no money.
That's true.
So it's like churches. Like churches are propping up the pastors. people are propping up the rappers. Like if everybody said, "Okay, rapper, you ain't,"
Well, I think
you run around in your Honda Accord. Oh, okay. Well, me and my Honda Accord not gonna pay for your ticket.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
The concert ticket.
I get that and I feel that. But if them people with the Benz still go to that show, that rapper still gets paid. But to me, the rapper is supposed to be for the neighborhood. The rappers are for themselves, but the pastor is for the neighborhood.
It's supposed to be.
Supposed to be. Yeah. And so that's what the rapper is supposed to be for themselves. So and I don't count that the same because the pastor. Hey,
one is supposed to be selfish. Sure one is supposed to be for.
If I can get you a little food, I'll get you a little food. If I can.
And honestly, like if I'm and I mean, different people can point to different things, but they say that's like there is a segment of people that feel like that's why churches are failing in a sense. You know, I still believe in God. I'm not saying anything like that, but they're saying that's why churches are failing a little bit because they're not going to find the people where they're at. They're not like a lot of times the stuff, the crime and the stuff that's going on in the neighborhood, they feel like it was because church used to be about community. So like people used to go to church in their own community. Mm-hmm. Like if you from Inslee, you go to church in Inslee. If you in Pritchard, you go to church in that Pritchard. But now you go across town to this mega church, but that mega church doesn't give back into that community. And just around the country, it's a lot of churches that's failing to go reach out to that community or go find the lost souls because they scared to go to that community.
I see that's something I said because 6th Avenue does like in the summertime for they bus in kids from the neighborhood. They have outreach programs and I love to go do that. You might be at Inslee. I'm like, damn, I don't really want to be around here, but it's like ain't nobody gonna kill me trying to goddamn do church shit. So,
nigga, crazy nigga, you must ain't watched The Wire enough. You heard the deal. No crime is selling on church day, but you wild for talking about Inslee Church. And if Insley's my neighborhood, I go to the church, and that's the thing that it kind of does get tricky in a sense because if you're traveling outside of your area, but you go to whatever church you want to. But if the purpose of church is to go bond and build with your community, go to the one in your community.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what they say that it don't do like it once did. The Americans, it was 4 Americans this week we saw was kidnapped in Mexico. 2 passed by the Gulf cartel allegedly, or so they say. Well, was involved in that. They were going to go get a BBL or some type of medical procedure is what they say, and were kidnapped. Upon arriving into Mexico. I seen a lot of people say, like, that's why I don't fool Mexico. That's why I don't want to go there.
You don't fool Mexico because you can't afford the flight. Like, stop the cap.
Well, some people say that. I don't know. My whole thing is, like, if I'm going, I'm just going to play the resorts.
Yeah, I ain't leaving the resort.
I'm going to do it the safe way.
Yeah.
Or if I leave the resort, I'm going to the tourist area right outside the resort.
Whoa.
Goddamn.
That nigga had
don't worry about nobody. It's okay.
I got it.
Stop all the buttons.
That nigga had one letter, R.
Hey man, you going to Mexico for
I'm not
vacation.
driving.
You ain't got to go like witness the people.
What if that's
go on a resort and chill?
Also, what if that's who you are? Like you just maybe you one of the people who want to drive across the border, or maybe you're a person who don't have the money to fly to Mexico.
You
maybe
still want to experience.
They got a beach 2 hours into Mexico, 2.5 hours from me. I could get there in 2.5 hours and be at the beach.
Right.
You saying like
where they drove from South Carolina?
Well,
it was a beach right there. It was a beach right there.
I don't want to be. I ain't even gonna say it. I'll tell my guys what I'm thinking about this, but. Driving from South Carolina to Mexico,
but that is a thing. They call it
gas money, boy.
They call it
a lot.
They call it medical tourism. Like a lot of people go to India,
Canada,
a lot of people go to Canada, a lot of people go to Mexico to get things that are more expensive here. They'll go there to go get them.
Like Viagra, $1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that should be at the corner store.
You keep that with your Snickers.
Let me get a Coca-Cola, 5 Viagra.
Let me get that Viagra pack. I'm finna go to work tonight.
And an EpiPen.
I don't know what to think about that case. I mean, rest in peace. Rest in peace to those people that passed away.
2 people that lost their lives. Yeah.
Those people who made it through. You're still gonna deal with trauma for a long time. Ain't no problem for the rest of your life. So hopefully you're okay as well. that situation is tricky and tough. Advice I can give is don't drive through those little small towns in Mexico, or don't drive to Mexico, man. Go be safe.
Why is you driving to Mexico?
You know that you don't drive through fucking Chicago, but you want to go drive through Mexico. Come on, man. Like,
don't shit on Chicago like that. I drive through Chicago.
He didn't shit on them.
I ain't shitting on them. I'm just.
But you gotta have respect for people.
You
gotta know where you at.
You don't go to O Block, nigga.
I didn't know O Block was a thing.
But you don't go either. You ain't go ride through the Magnolia. Just the Magnolia. I'm gonna ride through it and see what these niggas out here.
Let me see if it's really like that.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I
be
rode by.
safe. Hey, okay.
St. Bernard, right by Bourbon. Right?
I mean, but it's always on those places. You stay to Main Street, you might be all right. But there are certain little streets that you bet like you're too deep into this street.
Yeah,
and it's known that if you on this street and that car don't look familiar, they are already on alert.
We don't know this person.
Yeah, you might be them other people who trying to do something. We ain't never seen. We been back here 8 years, 10 years. We ain't never seen this car. We watching you.
We never saw a foreign tag on this car. Nigga got South Carolina.
It's give it up time. But I mean, no, they just look American. Like,
man, I would have crossed the border and went to the rental car place in Mexico and got one of them. They tag be having like XJ. I'm like, let's see, I look normal here right now. But nah, man. Like you said,
go be safe. Go fly.
Just be careful.
You know that. You know what it is, man. Do you fly there if you can?
I know we talked about this before.
If not, go to Florida.
But do you?
Or you could have just went and worked out with Hootie and then just earned your BBL.
I don't know who died, so I ain't making that joke. I don't know if it was a young lady.
That's wild.
So I ain't making that. Don't, man.
Do you believe in sacrificing for experiences?
Like, yeah, but not really, cause like when I come back, detail? Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, will you spend? You got $5,000 in the bank. Will you spend $4,000 to go on a trip for the experience?
Oh yeah, I try not to have a limit when I'm on a trip. I mean, in reason, but I ain't.
It's hard, man. Like
my uncle, y'all know my uncle aunt passed this week. My uncle was big on it. I've kind of talked about him before. Y'all probably just didn't know who I was talking about. He was talking about his homeboy who would go to New York and then be scared to spend $100 on a steak or something. Like, nigga,
you gonna spend it?
You out? Like,
I remember that. Yeah.
Nigga, you
said that like a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. You're like, you can't be cheap. Like, nigga, you be cheap at home. Like, okay, you might not buy $100 steak in Birmingham, but nigga, you're in Miami. Yeah. Why not? Why not pay for that experience? So that's what I was kind of.
Well, if you've committed to go already, then do that.
I'll be on the fence.
Is it sometimes that the hard problem is to commit and just to go? Like, sacrifice that then.
What you mean?
Like you said, if you're in New York, spend $100. Yeah, nigga, if once I get to California or Vegas or Hawaii, I'm spending money and have fun.
Right.
But is it sometimes the sacrifice and the hard part is just to decide if you want to go?
Well, that's what I'm referring to. Like, you got $5,000. Would you spend $4,000 to go? Because what often happens, right. I get it, but the picture that I'm painting is like what often happens is like, okay, it costs $4,000 to take that trip. You only got $5,000, so I'm never gonna go. I'm not gonna go. And then the next year, I'm not gonna go.
Well,
and then the next year, I'm not gonna go. And then you never get that experience.
What if you change it? What if you change it to, I ain't gonna go spend the $4,000, but I'll go spend $2,200 and go somewhere and go do something.
But what if that's always the same something you always do, because that's the same something you always do?
Maybe you can make it different.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't have a preconceived notion. I'm not trying to change what you're saying. That's what I'm asking. Would you be willing to spend for something different of an experience?
Like if I'm a researcher. Like when we go on somewhere, I want to go to the best restaurant or one of the best in that place, and I'm not going to a steakhouse and getting the chicken.
Yeah, I'm not either.
So you know what I'm saying? Like Vegas, I don't like going to Vegas because I'm going to have a good time, but I know how much that shit costs, and I've experienced it before, and it was cool. I love the experience. But I don't care to do it again.
So why not find something parallel to Vegas, just not Vegas? Or
it ain't like Vegas.
Biloxi.
Well, no. I don't mean experience wise.
Man, we can't go to Vegas, but we're gonna go to Biloxi.
I mean, they got a casino.
Hey, let's go to the track.
Well, no, I don't mean that.
They got slot machines.
Like, how about Colorado? Same.
I would love to go to Colorado.
That's what I mean.
And if I go to Colorado,
that shit high.
Is it the same
if I
price
go
as Vegas?
Yeah, it's high.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's a ski resort.
But if I go there, I'm gonna have the best ski shit, and I'm gonna get the best weed.
It's the same.
And I don't even smoke.
It's probably higher than Vegas. Vegas is not really as it's expensive.
Well, that's not
for
the point I'm
going
making.
out.
That's not the point.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The point I'm making is you said, what if that same $2,300 trip is going to get you the same? Well, don't go to Vegas. Go to Colorado or something similar. Go to
Tennessee.
Houston. Go to Tennessee.
I think if you said Tennessee would be
Montana.
Go to Wisconsin.
Go to Wisconsin. It could be the same price range, but it's not the same experience. So
I got what you're saying.
That's all I was saying.
No, I get it. Get it. Instead of going to Mexico.
Sometimes you can't go to the top
Instead
of the top
of going to
Dubai.
Mexico, you just go to New Orleans to the canal, man. Look, they got water.
Yeah. It's the same shit.
They got water right there.
But
I'm talking shit.
But there's value in both. Like, I've been to New York a couple of times. Went to nice restaurants. Great. At the end of the night, I'm going to go find the $1 pizza. Or I'm going to eat street food. Courtney get mad at me. He's like, how the fuck you eat street food?
Hey, that's one.
I like it.
You be having the shits?
No. It be regular shit. Yeah. So
nigga normally got the shit, so it don't matter.
Hey, but you know what?
I got the shits every day.
One thing I like about going to other cities, it's so cool how you can get like food at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you go experience another city.
They never sleep.
I ain't gonna lie, Dez, you might not understand this because it's different for you. But when I came from Mobile,
McDonald's,
and we moved to Birmingham, I was like, wait a minute, Burger King, McDonald's, all this shit, 24 hours. I had never seen 24-hour McDonald's because in Mobile that shit closed at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
So when I came on the south side in Birmingham, I was like, McDonald's open, but we thought that shit was the best thing you had ever experienced.
Leaving the club and you a college student and you get you a McChicken. Shh. But they ain't got that hot and spicy. But that's a different topic.
I don't get that though. Why not? I ain't never got that.
It stops like in Montgomery.
That's wild.
In Alabama, it stops.
Hot and spices is
hot and spicy.
You know how much more money? Birmingham, you need the lottery and hot and spices.
Gambling and hot and spicy.
There you go. Yeah. Shit, man.
Y'all see Meta. Meta hints at the possibility of launching a new Twitter-like social media platform. You know, the heat that Twitter been going to. Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. They're talking about coming out with their own version of Twitter. Since Twitter is in a lot of hot water, people feel a kind of way of how they feel about Twitter. What do y'all think about the idea of Facebook, Instagram, Meta basically coming up with a Twitter-like platform?
They ain't got the nuts. Because they ain't going to let you say whatever you want to say. But if they're building it with that mind frame, they got to be like, hey, man, we got to let these people say whatever the fuck they want to say.
But what we learning is, do any of them let you say what they want to say?
Twitter do.
Because
Twitter do, but they pick and choose.
Well, what I'm meaning by it is because Twitter, however you say it, but you're seeing a lot of stuff is quote unquote, like when something's censored bigger than you, as soon as you put it out and hit it, bam. Like you might see like, oh damn, 18 people like this. Mm-hmm. But what if in reality 900 people like that shit, but they just censoring who can see they suppressing it.
But Facebook completely getting rid of it.
Right. But
so
you don't know what Twitter doing.
I don't, but I know they're not completely getting rid of it.
It's the algorithms.
On Twitter, there's a lot of that, the suspended user shit's going on.
And they be picking and choosing, man. Sometimes you could say nigga, bitch ass nigga 88 million times, but then you be like, hey, that's soft, and you are, you gone. So, and
there's no rules. I mean, like, I need some.
But then sometimes sometimes on Twitter you'll still see that shit that just blanked out. This other person could say it.
Yeah,
I've never been suspended or like put in
you should have been
jail, and that's weird.
I know.
Well, probably because you don't do it enough.
No, you don't be crazy like that on
the people who I see get that, they do it daily. Like,
and you do it tactfully. You don't say some of the words or the.
Thank you.
You have the thought.
He got a little tact.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're going to say that. You're going to be offensive, but without the slur word in it. You know?
No.
If that makes sense.
Back in the days, I got in there off of spamming.
My homeboy told me that recently when I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras. He was like, man, on Facebook, I found out how to take over their algorithm. He has a single he's putting out. And so he was just joining any kind of group. It could be the gays, it could be the straights, it could be the dummies, it could be the podcast. And he just would post his video in there. And he a real person. He's not a spam. He a real person. He'll put it in every one of them groups. And he was like, they kicked me off Facebook. Like, you got kicked off of Facebook?
Yeah. Probably because the people in those groups flagging that shit.
Yeah, like,
get your ass out of this group.
Nigga, this a bacon
group about Tesla and you posting that weak ass single. We don't want to hear that shit. Get out of here. That's why it's a group.
Yeah. Dummy.
Nigga, we in here talking about fitness and you come in, hey, check my new single out.
Check my new, yeah.
Unknown spam, goddamn.
Especially if it's the one that can't rap. You get this shit out of here.
Work out to this.
This nigga
Hey,
Right. He gonna find a way to be offensive.
But
he's
I got a question though.
Make sure it's tactful.
So if a white person majority
That's
money
not tactful.
comes from no, it is. Just let me go. If a white person money is mostly made from black culture, do they owe us anything?
No, not necessarily.
I was asking that
Black
because
people, black people get some black people get a lot of their money from black culture, and they don't owe me nothing either. So,
all right, so I was asking that because Adam 22, I think his shit called No Jumper. He had Richard Spencer on there, which is a known Nazi, racist, far right person. So because he usually just have rappers on there and stuff, doesn't he owe the culture enough to not have him on there?
it's his platform. Do what the fuck he want. And you ain't gonna let nobody tell you who could come on the Dummies.
Okay, so is it okay if we don't support him anymore?
You do what you want. You can do what you want. Like who said? Like you don't have to listen to it. But I also think sometimes like just because if I have somebody on my platform, it's because maybe I feel like that they bring a value to it, and I want to ask them some stuff that maybe I feel like other platforms not asking them.
Right, but it like everybody we brought on here,
or maybe making them be understood from a different perspective.
So he brought him on and saying that he's changed and he's not that person anymore. But the interview was not him changing. He pretty much, the only thing he changed was he don't like Trump, but he still pretty much have those same views.
So what we gonna see next week when Lil Tay up there?
All right.
And I think I think us as black people shouldn't watch that shit.
I don't care, man. You watch what you want to watch.
And that's why I keep saying we not monolithic. So like if other black people want to watch it, that's their prerogative. Watch it.
I think it's good to see because sometimes it can count as a reminder of what the hell you might be up to.
I'm just real big.
Just know that Adam 22 is Adam 22.
I'm just real big on like even people that I don't like or that I don't understand. I like contrary to how I feel, I might go watch multiple interviews of them before I get a perspective, because I know that you'll get snippets, you'll get little things that be like, man, this nigga dumb, or he too loud, but then if you actually listen to what it is that they're saying or the message behind what they saying or
like
the thought process, thought process of how they get to what they saying, you can see
me.
He was tactful.
He loud. He dumb.
I was actually talking about Charleston White.
See,
okay, man, it was just a joke.
No, but I want to step on you because you on your little high horse a little bit.
Bring that nigga back.
Bring him. Bring him back down.
You a dummy, nigga. You a dummy. You dumb.
But nah, I'm just talking shit. But like for real though, like sometimes you see what people have a different of opinion of what you thought, and it'd be interesting to see. Sometimes we don't give people, especially in today's time, you don't give them enough rope to see what they're referring to.
Yeah, he gave him all the rope, and it wasn't there.
And
I think like, and then this ain't the only person I feel this way about. Like, I don't like a lot of the shit the academics doing. Y'all know I don't like what's the white guy that say he black, the social justice guy.
Logic. Is it Logic? No.
That be on Instagram.
I know you're talking about Sean Kingston.
Kingston. Yeah, I don't
Sean
like
King. My bad.
Yeah,
Kingston
Sean
is the
King.
singer.
Yeah, I don't. But I just don't like that shit because I feel like if that's where you get your money from, you owe the culture something more than that. Like, it was no reason you should have had him on there. He ain't do shit. He promoting his bullshit, basically.
Yeah,
that shit was.
But like who
whack.
says his platform? If you don't like it, stop listening to him.
So yeah, don't listen to him. That's what I was on. Like,
but
stop
you
that
can't
shit.
call for everybody to stop listening.
Because they got people who be out here.
But
Hey,
that,
why the fuck y'all listening to the Dummies and can't get right saying this?
Right. About Lizzo.
I feel the same way
about everybody.
Yeah, stop wearing sumo.
See, look at you being Adam 22.
And there's a lot of people pivoting and love what that girl got going on.
Oh, I love what she do. She's very talented.
They remember what you said a long time
Don't
ago.
get that too. Oh no, I still stand by that.
What he said?
But two things can be the same. I ain't
Don't say it.
Yeah.
Remind me though.
I feel that way about Vlad. Like, you getting all these little young niggas jammed up. Like, We need to stop listening to that shit.
But why? But
that's not on Vlad.
why would I go there and hey man, tell us? I mean, they say it was somebody you shot last week. Yeah, Vlad, man, I shot by 5 people. Like that's your fault.
It is, but young niggas are dumb.
Cool.
We keep saying that.
That's not Vlad's fault for exposing it.
Because niggas do it too.
Yeah, because black people exposed.
I thoroughly enjoy Vlad's guy.
I like Vlad since I saw him on Brilliant Idiots and found out who he is and what he does. Vlad was like, I've never got anybody indicted or nothing. I ain't mad at him for what he talk about. If that's the culture. He was like, I ain't never got nobody indicted.
Well, that's easy to say, but
then who he got indicted?
That you never. But it might have led to the investigation.
No, who?
That's a little wild that you went and you actually listened to his interview and saw what he was saying.
Yeah.
Is other people you won't do that for?
Who? No, Charleston. I've listened to Charleston a billion times.
I'm not talking about Charleston White.
Then who?
I'm just saying it's a bunch of people that
Tell
you won't
me
do
who.
that for. It's a bunch of people you won't do that
If
for.
I don't like somebody, it's because I listened and I don't like them.
Now, you listen to a snippet and all that.
I've listened to them and I don't like them. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Once you tell me, I bet I've listened.
You listen to a whole Vlad interview and like him.
I understand him. I don't like him. I still don't go listen to him, but I understand him, and I don't have a problem with what he does. But do I listen to Vlad interviews? No.
Gotcha.
Why?
I ain't got no problem with him though.
Why you don't listen to interviews?
Because
If you like them.
I don't care about that style of an interview.
What's wrong with it?
You sit there, you talk to a computer screen, and I don't see Vlad ever. That ain't what I want as an interview. If I'm gonna watch or listen to Charlemagne and Andrew and Joe Budden, I'm gonna see him.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'm gonna see him.
I feel that.
I don't know if y'all saw this week, the DOJ, they basically sued to block JetBlue and Spirit from merging. They basically said, JetBlue and Spirit basically came to terms to, inquire one another and become one company. I guess it's gonna be Blue Spirit or some shit like
Erase
that.
all that shit.
I don't know what it's gonna be called.
Nothing.
But but the DOJ,
Jet Spirit.
right there you go. The DOJ, well,
they-
they're going to try. That don't mean that the judge gonna see fit.
Kinda
They
like
basically
Twitter.
saying that Spirit is one of the carriers that allow for people who can't afford or who need more economical flight options and routes to be able to do it. They feel like if they merge, that it's going to make it higher, and then you don't have those flight options available for those people. So that's why they're trying to block it.
I never knew, but I thought
It's Sprint,
JetBlue.
but
I thought JetBlue was the same.
Is
kinda.
Spirit buying JetBlue or JetBlue buying Spirit?
JetBlue.
I think JetBlue blind Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see why they have a problem with that. 'Cause
But
I
I-
think Jet.
But either way it go, even if Spirit was buying JetBlue, it's still
Still gonna
saying
be the
that it's
same
going to.
concept.
Well. I asked that because I think JetBlue is we don't have either here, but I think they're a little bit higher than Spirit.
Maybe
They're
so.
below Delta, right? I mean, Southwest.
So either way it goes,
They still
that means that
it's gonna go
okay.
up.
Well, if you're higher, then good, we can go higher.
Yeah,
and that's what they're worried
they're
about.
higher, but
it's
they're
going to eliminate the
They're basically
cheap
making
flights.
them stay
the same price.
where you at.
You can
so
buy them, but stay the same price.
But what's crazy about Spirit, like you're paying pretty much the same price to be uncomfortable, because especially if you got to check a bag, their baggage fees is high as fuck. They charge you for every damn thing, and you end up paying about the same amount.
And I wonder if they're gonna change with the new rollout that the Biden administration trying to do. I don't know the politicals in it. Don't fuck with us about it, but they're trying to get rid of some of those extra fees.
All those hidden fees with hit Ticketmaster. Somebody
Man,
need to end Ticketmaster.
These niggas who own these things are billionaires. Man, get their ass. They're gonna be all right. They're still gonna be billionaires. Yeah. They're still gonna be rich. Nigga, like you said, they charge a fair. Nah,
Just don't fuck with DJ Vlad, huh?
I don't care about if you fuck with him or not. Fuck with him. I don't care.
That's your
I'm just
guy.
saying
He
I
understand
don't
him.
dislike him.
Yeah, he understand them.
I don't dislike
You
him.
understand a lot of weird people.
Like you. What the fuck?
See what I did there?
Like you. You right.
Touche.
You are right, nigga.
Touche.
Like you thankful for having me as a friend?
I don't think you understand me.
I'm one of
though.
the rare. I'm one of the rare few of your friends that's really your friend. I do.
No, I have a lot of friends.
You don't, and that's okay because I don't either.
I have more friends than you.
That's exactly. That's exactly my point.
I'm surprised about the amount of friends that I have, to be honest with you. Because all y'all niggas is nuts. I look at y'all crazy.
Nah, man, we probably got the same amount of friends. You got more associates than me.
Sports helps you.
You got more.
Yeah, you're right. You
got more associates than me.
I don't call all them niggas friends.
Yeah, so you got more associates than me, nigga. But friend-wise, we got the same amount of friends.
Probably. Because most of them the same.
Same amount of friends. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's all good. Yeah,
I don't be talking, nigga. I'm talking.
Yeah,
I'm saying that. I'm just trying to see who's gonna win the friend battle.
I've been one.
No, we agree.
I had to let them know what a friend was.
Right.
I won.
Yeah.
You ain't win. We agree.
Nigga, I explained to you what a friend was. Nigga, if I had explained friend, game over.
Nah, I probably still got more friends than you though.
Nah, look, you going back to what you
Like actual friends.
I
gotta think about
You see,
it.
he going back to you going back to disagree with or agree with to disagree with and agree with. It's okay.
But still, the people you would call friends is the same people I would call friends. Like you gotta go to New Orleans.
I'm so fucking confused. I got more friends than you. Oh, the same people you call friends.
Yeah, because in Birmingham, they're probably all the same
people.
people. Like we both gonna name about 5 or 6.
I mean, that don't matter to me because in Birmingham it's the same people, and outside of Birmingham it's the same number.
That's true, but I got more in Birmingham too.
Okay, good job. I don't want that many. Like I saw the Uber facts. When you got too many friends, man, you ain't really a friendly person. You just trying to get nice with everybody. So the minimal amount of happier people have. I'm spitting the shit. Happier people have a smaller group of friends.
Happy people.
And that's just natural. Like, man, when you got too many friends and too much shit dealing with you going on, like that shit gonna be stress on you.
No,
because I do deal with my friend stress. So.
That's why I'm surprised I have the amount of friends I have. Because I don't try to make you my friend. That's the decision you made.
You friendly ass nigga.
I'm not friendly, and you know that.
He want friends.
Uh-huh.
He want more friends.
No, because I get tired of y'all niggas.
That nigga nicer than he think he is.
Very.
He portrayed.
I'm not mean, but I'm just not nice.
Nigga, you help put up curtains. Shut up.
For my friend.
Ain't many friends did that.
Okay, I would help you put up a desk.
That's a good friend.
I know. That's my whole point. He be trying to be tough, but he's just a good friend.
I never said I was tough.
You be trying to act.
I'm a good friend.
Why you don't help put up curtains?
That shit trash.
See,
you selfish. You selfish as fuck.
I'll help you find a guy and I'll help you pay for it. I'm just gonna do it a different way.
No, you would. Shut up.
I would.
I help. So if I say, "Hey, Hootie, man,
I know,
man,
hey,
Hootie,
can you help me move? Nah, I help you pay for it.
I done help friends who needed to move.
You want it? Yeah, you want to even help a nigga
But I'm saying you'll help him pay for it.
I have.
You want to even help somebody move their mama?
No, he didn't need me to. He didn't need me to.
What you mean?
Stock didn't need me to do that. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why me and Ty was that in?
Cause y'all went there. I actually had work to do. But y'all niggas went in there.
And you literally said, I don't help niggas move.
I don't. I literally said that. But I've also helped niggas move.
Oh, God damn.
I have. I've helped niggas move recently. I don't want to do it. And I tell you, niggas, I ask nobody to help me. That's okay. Fuck that. No, I don't have nobody to move. I don't ask not one person to help me move.
Well, stand on that.
I do.
All right, well, don't go back and forth. Oh, I will.
But it ain't that. Because if you need me to help you move, I help you move. Nigga. Not want. I don't give a fuck what you want.
I'm going to need you coming up.
You want me to. That's
I need.
You want.
How you going to tell me what I want and what I need? I need you to help me move because how else am I going to get moved?
I'll tell you when we get off.
Nigga work out every day and don't want to lift the sofa.
I don't.
I need you.
I got a bad back.
So your dumb ass still keep squatting?
No, I don't. I ain't squatting a long time.
So shit, you don't care about your life. Why should I?
I love it. That's why I ain't helping you move.
That's fucked up.
I
thought we was friends.
I'll come down. I'll be there for moral support. I'll bring you a bill. I'll bring the truck. But you want me to bring a sofa?
So you gonna pay for the U-Haul?
Do you want me to bring?
So you go pay for the U-Haul?
If it's $39.
What U-Haul is $39? Why is this nigga shaking his shoulders?
Because of the music. But they be promoting. They be promoting. That was tough.
See what I did there?
I see.
The niggas who they be promoting that on the truck, $39 for.
Yeah, that bitch be the size of his table.
There you go.
Dozens of students.
Hang on.
Hold on, what you just said?
Dozens of students.
That nigga, they in the sand. Ain't they? Them niggas in the middle of Mexico.
Hang on. Something I meant to bring up earlier. I got some feedback that I'm the only one that's like y'all niggas kind of boring. I'm the only entertaining one because I say how I feel.
What's the attitude of this person? Like, what's their? Who are they? What do they do?
Nothing. And
It was very interesting.
And it sounds like you know who they are.
No.
I don't know who it is, but
I call him if I can. Des, you'll YouTube me.
Don't put him on the spot like that. Because we're gonna kill him. And do we know him?
Yes,
we gonna kill him.
I mean, he ain't finna do nothing but call somebody you know,
and I'm gonna kill him. Like you, I ain't.
But y'all keep talking.
But
I find that to be true.
I didn't say YouTube me. Of course you would.
You don't.
I did say YouTube me.
I'm gonna kill you with one. I'm gonna kill you with one thing. Anybody put some fish on the grill? Then one time I put a fish. Nigga, you don't say how you feel.
That was 5 years ago.
You do what everybody else does. And you filter how you feel at times. That's it.
Well, yeah, I said that too.
Okay.
Go and call your friend, man, whoever they is.
I'm telling you.
And we're going to tell them how stupid they is. And I forgot why we even call them.
I don't know. He finna ruin this segment. We've been going pretty goddamn good. We didn't need no extra person.
We can cut it out if it don't work.
Slide that. He's entertaining. You're the only one who's entertaining.
Right. Yeah. Cut this part, this.
No.
Oh well.
No.
Hang up.
Right,
I had a question. So what were we calling them for again? Because they said what?
He the most. He the only one speak his mind.
Yeah.
Now
who? Well, close to my mind.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask. Who were you calling?
Smoke.
Get the fuck out of here, Smoke. Get out of here, Smoke. You don't do nothing.
Well, but also he said like the first part of the podcast because he's an avid listener.
I love Smoke. And Smoke my guy.
He said the first part is the best.
Why?
Like when we just shooting the shit.
I'm confused.
We shot the shit the whole episode.
We did, but
well, it ain't topic based. We ain't bringing up a topic. We just talking about our day. I think he said like we get more jokes off in the beginning.
You gotta get them off at all times.
But I'm confused on what I don't care about none of that. I want to know the part about what he means that you're the only person to speak your mind.
He said I'm the most controversial. I'm the one that speaks my mind the most.
No, I speak my mind with everything I say. Most controversial, yes, you are. I'll give you that.
But he don't speak his mind.
Because
that's a fact.
Just before this podcast, I had to have a talk with you to just talk.
Hey nigga, don't be breaking the fourth wall.
Nah, nigga. The fourth wall. Yeah, you doing it right now.
You just told me what Smoke told you. Nigga, that's doing it. Same thing.
Yeah, but that ain't inside stuff.
Yeah, what you mean? Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
It is. And what I said wasn't nothing bad.
Hey, Smoke, so he don't speak his mind. He
don't. He hold back a lot.
He said that. I know you can't speak your mind. If y'all could, it would be much better.
So Smoke confusing me now. Either you speak your mind the most,
no,
or you
I
don't
speak my mind the most means
that's not true.
Even if y'all speak 30 and I speak 35.
Hey, Smoke, just be real with him. Tell that nigga he the wildest. He the craziest. He says the wildest shit. I'll give him that.
And the shit that he said that wild, probably he not speaking his real mind.
All right, because I done heard wild, and you have too.
Yeah, you can't tell everything.
See, Smoke, see who you got your faith in? You better change your mind, my boy.
But he knew that. And he know that.
And to be fair, I'll give it to Smoke. He speak his mind the most because that nigga be wild.
No, that nigga nuts.
He be wild.
Yeah. That's what we need over here.
Y'all see this week, Tyler Perry reportedly interested in buying BET along with him and Byron Allen.
I like it. I fucks with Byron Allen.
I thought Byron Allen was already in there.
No, remember he got out of there a minute ago, but he trying to double back.
But I want to say Tyler Perry already owns like 25% of BET Plus or whatever because he puts out all the content over there.
Yeah.
So, but some of his shows I like The Oval, like his shows be dramatic as fuck. The Oval is cool. Bruhs, I think that's the name of it. That's pretty good.
Who owns it now? We know. Is it a white man?
Capcom, whoever owns it, MTV,
Viacom. Give it to a black man, whatever it is. Yeah. Give it to a black man, and if it's the most prominent black man, I don't fucking know what word I want to say. Most prominent black man in that industry, then let him go purchase that. Let him do what he thinks.
That get tricky because Byron Allen already on Weather Channel and then BET, but then Tyler Perry is the king of black media, pretty much.
So now you get Weather on BET.
Why that get tricky? Tell me.
Huh? You said give it to the most prominent.
Well, them
depends
two,
on
like, those two.
I just want BET being owned by a black person.
Mm-hmm. I just want BET to get content.
I do too, because I don't know what's on there.
Good, fool. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
It's some good stuff.
What do you watch?
I just named like 3 shows.
You don't watch that. You ain't never bought that up. What do you watch?
What are you watching? I never heard him talk about
CBS stuff.
No.
What happened to the basement? What happened to music videos? What happened to music content shows? Black entertainment stuff.
But you can say that about MTV. Nobody wants to see that.
I don't care about MTV. We talking about
YouTube.
BET. You said you want it owned by a black man. So tell me, what do you watch on BET right now that's good?
The Oval, like I said.
The Oval?
Yes, The Oval. It's about some people in the White House.
The game.
The Bros.
It's about some people in the White House.
Well, it's about
It's a wild title.
Who in it?
Some people, that sound like people under the stairs movie.
Who in it?
People in the White House.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't watch anything on BET, but I would love to.
He's speaking his mind, man. Like, I mean,
Bros is good. I watched
The last
that.
thing I watched was the Kevin Hart show with him and
the Real Housewives.
The House Husbands.
I mean, House Husbands.
That's honestly, that's the last thing I really watched on BET, and that's been a minute.
Supposedly, see, Oval is up there.
yeah, but you don't know who in it.
A white man.
Yeah, but he the president.
Nigga, I can do that. Look, American Soul.
No, but
It's up there.
But I'm saying that before,
Murder to the Thirst.
But I'm saying that before the list. Tail started off good, but started being trash. They did the No Limit thing. The No Limit doc, the DMX doc.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
It's okay to
buy
say
it,
we
man.
want to see it be
Go get
better.
50 Cent or somebody, man.
They can't afford that nigga.
Why?
His next thing about to be up there.
Why? But they're Byron Allen and fucking Tyler Perry. Make it good. You make it good. Y'all gonna all
If
be
he
good.
go over there, you right.
Even if you make $1.
But 50 Cent gonna ask for like
And he should.
ownership.
He should.
He should.
Maybe he would.
He should.
That'll be a nice little trio.
Ain't nothing wrong with having 3 niggas in power. And not all of them
Yeah,
have the
because
same
we
amount.
got 3 niggas in power. BBL.
BBL. Leave my man alone. Let me leave my man alone right now.
You know, man, I just want to see BET create, because I like BET. I want them to come up with like great content and great shows where I can go over there and just watch it. So
Yep.
that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Would you watch The Basement if it came back on?
Yeah,
It's
if
good.
they do it properly, yeah,
The
hell
same
yeah.
way. With the interviews.
I don't know if it could be the same way anymore.
Well, it'll just have to be streaming. You ain't gonna watch it at 3:00.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but-
I'm sure they'll do it
But
that way.
put it
it's
on
still-
YouTube.
If they got
or put it on
if they
there.
got a
It
good
can't be the same.
if they got a good host who
Yep.
can talk to specific artists who I want to hear, and they go get the right proper artist to come in there and then go put them in the booth and let them spit, I watch the fuck
let
out
them
that shit.
act-
Well, hang on.
We
hang on.
watch that shit in certain different aspects.
It can't be Big Tigger no more. I
Well-
love Big Tigger, but it can't be in the same direction as it was. Same direction, but just evolve.
Is it enough current artists that you want to hear from right now?
Yeah. And that's the problem.
And it don't have to just be the
Like,
young guys.
stop,
it could be
stop.
older guys, middle guys,
Right.
young guys.
Like go all
Mix
across
it
the
up.
board. Like
Male,
nigga have a
female.
Jada Kiss there, but then go get
Lil Uzi.
Young Tutu.
Just
young Lil Vert who popping and doing his thing down in Memphis that we had never heard of.
Get Yevo on there.
Yeah. Make it range.
I feel you.
Think that'd be worth watching.
Then go get Ice Cube on there as well. You know, but that's cool, man. Speaking of that shit, music. Only music I've seen was Blast. Put out an
Ask the
EP.
question and just start talking.
I was talking about sometimes you gotta talk to yourself. You don't talk to yourself sometimes?
No.
I do. Fuck it.
I do. But I'm saying
You don't.
No.
Yeah,
You can-
your thought process needs to. Sometimes you gotta. Should I say this stupid shit? Nah, I ain't gonna say it this time. But
Nah,
you know,
never had
but
that.
music that came out this week was Blast. When is Black himself coming out soon too? But I know Blast for sure.
I'm just disappointed with Black, but Blast. I hadn't listened to it.
Have you
Don't
listened
spell
to
it different?
BLX.
Yeah, it's like an X too. Okay.
Yeah, but is he pretty
What
cool,
he do?
man?
What's his style?
He's a harmonizer. You know, he's one of those. He's a black.
He said
He's a black. You know, he's not a rapper singer. He's a mixture of. He's an
He
artist.
got a mixture of the nigga from Texas in him too, huh?
He's pretty good.
What's the nigga? The big nigga
Big
from
X,
Texas.
the Big X, the plug or something.
No, the big nigga from Texas. Married fuck with one of the Kardashians or something. Astro World guy.
Oh, Travis Scott.
Scott. No, that's Don Toliver.
Okay.
No, that's Don Toliver also put out a deluxe. So his first album had like 15, 16 songs. He put the deluxe out this week. That one has 20. But the first 4 or 5 I listened to sounded completely different from the first. So I went back and listened to the original version.
I'm just kind of super disappointed with music right now. But what I heard, I talked to a music insider and they said that
A music insider.
I did. You know, I got connections.
Because you're a rapper. Well, you used to rap.
You got bars.
I don't rap, but I just got connections to people. And what they said was that the music industry is what we've heard from other platforms, they were saying that the music industry right now is suffering because they don't know how to navigate between them. It's a fight between the music execs and the techs. And right now it's no money being generated. So like they're trying to figure out,
unless you're Metro Boomin, right?
well, I mean, they putting stuff out, but like if you think
No, I'm
about
saying getting $70 million for your catalog.
well, that's the catalog. So everybody going back and pre-selling their catalog, but a lot of them selling their catalog to techs. So like right now, like a lot of people don't know how to put it out because they don't know how to make the money off of it right now.
You think that affects that tech bank that got fucked up?
No,
because the tech companies they getting it. They already passed startups. They
Yeah,
rolling
they got
in
it
already.
they got it.
They're putting music execs on high alert. Like a lot of the music execs going to do different shit.
So whose fault this is happening? Which side you think?
I don't
it's
know
the
if it's
tech-
nobody's fault. I just think it's a result of change. Like
Well-
think about when you had a record company and then your record company got put out. You had a music store and then your music store got put out because of streaming. It's just a change of the guard, and you got to get with the new program.
That's why it be confusing, because I be like, either it's nobody's fault or it's both parties' fault in this instance. Because like, it's somebody's fault that music isn't coming out. You have the ability to accept this deal and be like, okay, cool, we can make some money. But I think it's that maybe it's the music side that's hiding the money from the tech side, and the tech knows you're getting more money than you're telling me.
No,
but it got to be.
You got to put
your
your music on tech platforms, so tech know everything.
right, and the music side don't want to give them the money that they think that they'll work. So, they're like,
Well,
"You
I
gotta
mean,
make
I
more
think
money than
I
that."
think
I
it's
mean-
not even together. It's the tech is pushing out the music side.
And to get your artists on these
So it's a
playlists
transition.
or on these streaming platforms at the top, you got to put out.
So does that make the music business obsolete soon? Because the
I
tech
think
people
so.
Sooner
be like,
than you think.
I was just about to ask that, because I think when it stopped being money in music, because we're seeing the best artists don't want to do music anymore.
not for that, they'll go have a show. I'm gonna go have a show.
Off my old stuff, like Rihanna. How long? Like, she made $1 billion off of makeup. Cardi probably ain't never get no album from her. I mean, it was cool, but she made good music.
Well, it gets tricky.
Jay-Z probably, but he a little older, so he do it for the love.
Well, I know it's not $1 billion, but it's tricky because these new artists who never had a deal be like, nigga, if you don't come with $4-5 million, I ain't signing. And that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also they going to do stuff. Damn, what's my buddy in LA? He been on Sprite commercials and shit. I can't think of his name. His music ain't that great, but I like his interviews and shit. He be on Joe
Vince
Budden a lot.
Staples.
Vince Staples. Yeah, like you just
I like his music.
personality.
I like his music. I love his music though. I love that nigga music.
I don't really care for
I
it.
love his latest music. Like his last 2 projects, man, real good.
I need
The
to
one
go
with-
back.
The one with DJ Drama was amazing.
I need to go back then because I liked him as a
I'm wrong.
personality.
It's not DJ
And
Drama.
and Dez, I see.
I
his
didn't
Last
think
album.
it was.
It's the Tyler the Creator's DJ Drama, but his shit still fire too.
And Dez, I seen you say like bots and AI about to be the new artist. Because they're making a lot of music too, like the bots and the artists.
That's made me mad too. I'm gonna tell you. Go
But
ahead.
but one thing somebody brought up a good point is I don't give a fuck how much bots and artists you got. You can't create the emotion that come from the music.
That's what I was thinking, fool. Because like me and Dez was sitting there looking at the photos on the wall. Like, man, I need to go take some more photos so we can hang them up on the wall. Dez came in with the AI is. I could just tell the AI what I want and it's gonna give it to me. But really, because maybe it don't cut this corner of the building off like you want to cut off, or maybe it don't have this feel or this daytime atmosphere or these clouds back there or this. And like, unless you sitting there being intimate with the AI, which no matter what, you still can't because it's yours. Like, AI is good and that shit is
Like,
good.
show me
but
an
it's just
example of
different.
something you can type in and show me that AI did.
They can
'Cause
do.
he said he been-
They can
like
do
you
like.
talking-
They can do like rap like J. Cole.
No, I got it. I
rap
got
like
I got
Eminem.
what they can do, but I'm talking about pictures. I want to see a picture
That
that's
shit
an
fire.
AI
I ain't
picture.
gonna lie, it's fire, but it ain't gonna be as raw as that shit is out there.
Like
Do it on camera.
I'll do it for certain shit, but like I just feel like they said with music is good at, like when I listen to the blues. One thing about the blues, that shit captured the
nigga.
emotion of what
Nigga, my wife really showed up at this bar.
say your sister saw me. Nigga, AI can't tell you that goddamn. I don't give a fuck what you say.
But
nigga.
if you after going to Mardi Gras Mobile, that if you want to leave, baby,
Go ahead
and
and go.
leave.
Yeah,
I
AI.
don't want to hear that shit no more.
Who the fuck left the AI machine?
Somebody need to take that bitch back. Because I just think that ultimately it's just not real feeling and it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, and that shit be fire though. I ain't gonna lie. It be fire, it be clear, it be pure.
So that picture right there was made by AI. I know y'all can't see it, but we can.
I don't know what it is.
So what?
Yeah,
what is it?
That shit look like some crawfish.
It's some chili.
Nigga put a pepper in a pan. They literally crunching up peppers right now.
But then I could just go do it myself.
What's so fascinating about that?
It's lazy. It's that new. It's lazy. That's
Well,
all
for
it is,
somebody
man.
who own it, it's cheaper. It don't take the manpower to make it.
It's still your mind. I mean, you still.
It's not
You
your
have to
mind.
create it.
It's not your mind to me. Like
Yes, it is, bro. If I got it, if it's coming out my
This
head,
this
but
Let him
sounds
go,
like
let him go.
This
Hey,
sound like Metro Boomin.
I'm glad we gave him some liquor. Go ahead, Dez. Go ahead.
if I'm coming up out of my head with what I want to see, just like with the Super Bowl shit, I was doing a eagle with red and white colors signifying the Chiefs. I had an eagle.
So you're a manager, not an
holding
artist.
a goddamn.
So you're a manager.
Well,
not an
well,
artist.
I
That's
get
fine.
it. Like I can get where it can come in because like it's sometimes like when I'm decorating the house or decorating the studio or something, it's something specific that I have in mind, but I can't find it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm an AI person, I can create what I'm trying to find.
And I will Google some shit like, hey, best tables in the studio, what they look like. And Google gonna give me some options, but I'm still gonna ultimately go pick which one of those options I want. Whereas the AI gonna give you one, hey, Google.
It's not gonna give you one option. It's gonna give you many variations.
Okay, cool. But when it comes, and that's different, and I'm speaking from something different. For
I don't
me,
like
it's
the
different. I don't care about that. But for me, it's different because I'm speaking from the standpoint of, nigga, if I'm a rapper, I'm not going to Google a verse to rap.
We done watched all these movies and they turned out bad. I don't like the shit.
Like what?
Alright, so watch this.
If you a rapper, are you going to Google which rapper, which verse to rap? As a photographer, I'm not going to Google what AI photo to use. I'm going to take the photo, and whatever I get out of that, that's what I get.
Right. I'm with you now. Like I'm just saying, like
And
it's
that's just me because I want because I'm doing this shit because I like it.
Because
not
you're an artist and respect my shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
How
do bad. It's so crazy.
How about the beanie weenie over this bitch?
I am too though, but I understand how it can be useful for what when people trying to.
I don't know. Sometimes I can't find what I'm looking for. So if an AI can create it, cool. Create that bitch. How much I owe you?
I typed in a football in the middle of a green desert.
That ain't no football.
But that's a soccer ball.
I get what it is.
Come on, bro.
I get
What's
it.
most popular? Football or
Yeah, but that ain't what you was looking for.
This
though.
America, Jack.
Yeah, this America.
So that picture right there was an AI picture.
It's fine.
typed in what I wanted it to do. And America.
but you know it's fake. Nigga, they don't make soccer balls that big.
It's perspective. Like if I get my lens close to that,
I don't want a
soccer ball,
picture
it's
of
gonna
white
be-
from us. Give me a black and white tiger AI.
Just like,
Give him what he asked for.
Yeah, see, I don't want that.
Give him what he asked for. This.
that's what I asked for.
No, I said give him what he asked for.
Like I want
a black and white.
a black
tiger.
and white tiger AI.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're recording this because nobody can see this shit. But
How you want? You want it 3D?
Just
You want
enter
it
it.
yeah,
visual art?
just enter. it.
Enter.
Let's see.
We can move on.
We trying to solve this.
Oh, damn, I said alright.
Look at that. Look at
Yeah,
that shit.
look at that shit.
That ain't a tiger. That's a Martian in Florida.
That ain't it. You don't see the line going, bro. You don't see it.
No, that's the Martian in Florida, man. I'm just talking shit for.
Watch this shit. Watch this shit.
Man, get out of here with that shit, Dez. I don't want that. Ain't no tiger. That's a panda. Panda. Look at they got a panda. Panda.
Yeah. Music Soul Child dropped an album with Hit Boy. Did anybody check that shit out?
I did not. I saw it. I'm gonna check it out.
No.
Cause I love.
He ain't rapping, is he?
Who? No, he's singing.
No, he doing.
They say it was pretty smooth. I'll probably listen to it.
I listened to it. I didn't know about it.
I'm going home.
And Hit Boy been responsible for a lot of dope shit.
Man, that look like them tattoos that used to be in the
named
books
it.
when you go in the tattoo shop.
He named it Victims and Villains.
He was on Pivot. And his story is like what you wouldn't have thought. Like he comes from a lot of like trauma. So
Love.
yeah.
Classic.
And yeah, that
trash.
nigga that made classics now.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson.
There go your tiger stock.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, I don't want that tomorrow. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson, man, they end up putting a franchise tag on. I think they give him what, 30 something million on a franchise tag. And the option of that franchise tag allows other teams to be able to consult with them if they choose to want to take the deal that Lamar looking for. But a lot of teams not opting. We thought maybe the Falcons would jump in.
I ain't think nobody.
Nobody's going to ever do that.
Nobody really jumping in to kind of see what Lamar is that he wants. A lot of people are giving backlash, basically saying that Lamar shouldn't be representing himself, that he's asking for too much. The Ravens came out basically saying that in negotiations that they've not necessarily upfront money, but in incentives, they have offered him what he's looking for to make him the highest paid. I'm just kind of curious where we fall at or what we feel about
business-wise
what's going on.
If I'm offering you that deal, I'm offering you incentives, bro. Like I get it. The person with the me and King always talk about it. The person who has the biggest contract doesn't have the most guaranteed money, but his incentives is probably bigger than anybody you could think of. Pat Mahomes. We was talking about his guaranteed money isn't the most. Who we say with the most? I don't remember who it was, but it wasn't.
I think Dak make more than him.
Yeah, like guaranteed money. So like, man, if you have the ability to go make it.
But that franchise,
but also get both sides.
That franchise tag shit is trash because not only do you have to match what he wants, you have to give up 2 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, so ain't nobody doing that.
Ain't nobody doing that.
With that,
it was only like one team because they got a whole bunch of draft
From my
picks.
understanding, it's more than one different kind of franchise tag. With the one that they put on there, then you can match it.
Yeah.
But if they restricted, then no, like you don't have to do that.
I think they put the unrestricted on him.
Yeah, right, and they did it on purpose because they did it to say
ain't nobody about to pay.
They said, well, they did this. The Ravens, from their perspective, did it because. Cool, we'll open it up and we'll allow people to match what you're doing because they're trying to help their own negotiation.
We can still match them
so we
too.
can say like, hey, look, nobody out there wants to do this. Can we come back and come into something more reasonable?
Yeah, and we actually overpaying you when you think about it.
I see both sides. I see both sides for the same reason. You're a running quarterback. Like I see his side, like my shit need to be guaranteed because I can get hurt at any time. Yep. And I see the Ravens side, like you could get hurt, and you've been hurt.
Yeah,
that nigga ain't produced shit in the last 2 years.
I ain't mad at him, but I ain't mad at either side.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I didn't like when they paid Zeke or Dak. Niggas are bums. Don't do it. I see it. It's gonna be the next whoever quarterback come in and gonna be able to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. So no, I ain't finna pay you $50 million a year, and you a running quarterback.
I'm not mad at Lamar. I'm not mad at him for representing himself. He's doing the right thing.
No, that shit's
it's all about
business.
It's business, man. If I can get 31 million, if I can get
your emotions, you need a middle person.
No, what? Why?
Because they can go there and come here like it ain't just you, and you don't feel like it's personal.
I think it's some people who are okay with both. Some people okay with
you need a negotiator.
You don't need it. I don't think you need it.
Would you want me negotiating for the dummies?
It's different when you want. If I want you to do that, yeah. But if I want to represent myself, that's cool too.
I feel like we worth $5 million each a year.
Okay.
But the person that's gonna pay us says, "Well, I give you 3." Okay. Nah, fuck that. I want 5.
Okay.
But you would be cool with 3, right?
You still know that.
So no, I'm worth 5. It's nobody to tell you in the middle like, hey man, they offering 3. That's a pretty good deal. You probably should take.
You're right. You're confusing yourself, not me. Because you just sat there and said you think that you're worth 5, which means you're okay with taking 5.
No, but also stand on 5.
But you're also, if you're business savvy enough that you know that you feel like you're worth 5, but you'll take 3, you're still gonna take the 3.
No, that's not what he's saying.
I'm saying that part.
No. He's saying like, nigga, we worth 5, and I'm not settling if it's not 5. But then they offer 3. And he's saying, nigga, no, I'm not moving. It's 5. But you might be like, nigga, what the fuck you doing? I'll take that 3.
But he's that nigga that okay with taking that 3.
But no, he's saying he want 5.
Then that's what he's okay with taking.
But he's negotiating for all of us.
But that's what he's okay with taking.
Yes.
So he's still the guy who's okay. So let's say it's a different guy, and the guy that's negotiating.
You mean like an agent?
Shut up. That's only.
That's basically what you just said.
Yes, because that's you. You'd never say the agent, but you say the guy. But whatever.
I was arguing against having that you need an agent, and you just said, so what if it's another guy? That's an agent.
Don't worry about it, King. All I'm saying is that you're still the same guy, whether you're the agent or you're the player. You know that there's a number that you're not willing to go below.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying.
But what he's saying is...
he's not... It's 3. He knows it's 3.
He said it's 5.
But him as the player
knows it's 3. And I'm sticking at 5.
I feel like, okay.
His scenario was that $5 million is his number.
As the agent.
No, that's me.
Okay, fine. As the agent negotiating for the dummies.
Yeah.
His number is 5.
As the agent.
Negotiate.
I'll negotiate as me.
Be quiet. I know what he's about to say.
Right.
Go ahead.
Negotiating for the dummies. You would. I don't know now, nigga.
I know
Come on
exactly.
now. You said that you was negotiating for us.
As the agent. He's
okay,
the agent.
as the agent.
Right.
So
See,
5
he don't
million.
even get that part.
5 million is the number.
No.
Oh, man, I ain't with you no more. Argue on shit. I'm
so
not.
I know.
No,
so let me clear it up. Let me clear
I
it
was
up.
saying, hang on. I was saying that's why you need an agent because if
Don't.
I'm negotiating as Jonathan for the dummies, I'm saying
$5 million.
We are worth $5 million,
and I get that.
An agent can. Come on, man. Like
you
the market value says that y'all
you 3.
So hey, okay. So
and make both sides, and you might meet at 4.
So me,
because they can go to both sides.
Yes, I agree. So me being Lamar Jackson, I know that I have to think it's both. So me as the agent Lamar, I'm gonna say $5 million. But me as the player Lamar, I know that I'm willing to take $3 million. So I'm saying if you're gonna do that, you gotta know both. Is that not?
It seemed like he haven't. Why
that
he
ain't what I
don't
care about that, King Garrett. I'm talking about my thought process and what I was explaining to you. And if he's gonna be the agent, he has to know that, hey, the agent's gonna take 5 and he's gonna argue for 5. But Lamar Jackson, the player, knows 3.
I'm pretty sure they would have got a
what I'm
deal
saying?
done for $40 million.
I know, because he.
I'm pretty sure they would have got it with the agent. They would have got a deal done for $40 million.
How do you know that? If they don't even want to give him 38.
That's the going rate for like somebody of his caliber.
But maybe he was in.
He just wants it all like guaranteed.
Yeah. Well, I can get that for his position. But speaking of done deals, this actually just came across the thing. Jalen Ramsey. He's being traded to the Dolphins in exchange for 2023 third round pick and tight end Hunter Long.
That's probably what they worth.
Hunter Long.
Hunt her long.
Cool deal, good deal, but whatever. I'm over.
He ain't a top tier cornerback anymore.
He's decent.
He
he
middle of the road.
Still top 10.
Still top tier, but I'm over him and deals with him. I don't think he makes or breaks a team anymore. I think he's a good, solid player and he makes a difference. But he's not Lamar Jackson.
I think it makes the Dolphins. I'm looking at more. It makes the Dolphins.
They gave Tua his 5th-year option too. Get him like $5 million. So they expect him to come back and be their guy next year too.
Yeah. If he come back, they look good, man.
The Dolphins set up to be good.
They practice gonna be fire. Tyreek going against Jalen. That's some good practice at that, boy. That's D on Michael Irvin.
They said they did use a go at it.
That's D on Michael.
I can believe that.
It's
in
good
practice. Let me ask you. In practice, did you throw away from the best corner on the team?
No, because I didn't think we had one. No offense
you
to nobody.
Think no corner was the better one?
I think they were pretty. Bam was pretty good over here. Preem was pretty good over here. But I like to throw at Preem just to see. I want to challenge the guy. You want to challenge the guy, because I like to talk shit to Preem. And in practice, Preem was the guy. I ain't gonna lie or bullshit you.
Did you look
at
the matchup?
You heard what he said, Will?
Yeah, Will wasn't gonna catch no pick. He might break it up, but he ain't gonna catch no pick. So
Will was better than Preem. But
I ain't arguing.
Did you look at matchups? Like, I know Preem got him on this.
It's your job to look at the matchup.
Okay. I'm trying,
Yeah. You look at you always look at match, and the reason why I get mad at myself is because I want to say it was the overtime game at fucking Legion Field. I don't remember if it was SMU or Rice, but we had all 9s called, and I had Willie Beeman over here. It was in overtime, I think. I had Willie Beeman over here, and I had Sylvester Sly over here. And I threw the fade to Sly when I should have threw the Willie Beeman, and they got picked over here by Sly.
That's why you can't throw right.
That ain't about throwing right. That's just I picked the bad matchup. I did, and I'm admitting it. So sure,
that's terrible.
Because I still threw it right. Because if I'd have threw it over here to Willie Beeman, that same way he'd have got it.
You talking about the year he led the league, the nation in yards per catch?
Willie, probably so.
Yeah, that was that year.
I was there, so
and he was 6'2", 6'3".
If I can't throw right
against a 5'8" person.
Yeah, I think been fighting so much.
He be fighting with himself because he be fussing at me and giving me credit. Like I was on that team that he led the nation in those yards, so that means I threw him a lot of them passes.
I never say that you wasn't talented. You just used it wrong. You had one of the best highlight tapes I ever seen.
I ain't never said that you was talented, but the end.
So maybe it was just your brain.
Maybe
in the acting world, Jonathan Majors basically will play Dennis Rodman in the upcoming movie 48 Hours in Vegas.
I can't wait. I don't care.
I can see it though.
He gonna have to drop some weight. I don't want him to be that buff playing Dennis Rodman.
Vince Rodman not a little guy.
Yeah,
He ain't, but
6'8".
Well, also
6'8",
240,
240.
and Buddy 5'10", 240.
Camera angles. They gonna give him them angles. They gonna give him them
They
angles.
gonna hook him up.
That's a bad.
He gonna look
Now that I
similar
think
enough.
about it.
He'll look similar enough because the nigga who played Tyson was taller than Tyson.
148 hours in Vegas. And went that part of the store when
Yeah, he
Dennis
was fucked
Rodman
up.
dick got bent up and shit.
I don't know if it got
Y'all ain't
picked
never
up.
seen
He
that
was
story?
going with Pamela Anderson or something.
Yeah, he said the girl that ran and jumped
whoever.
on his shit, and then she landed on it, and his shit got bent. He broke it.
It was in the middle of the season.
It was during the Bulls, and he was
Yeah.
like, "I gotta get away."
I got to get away from it.
Yeah.
Phil let him go.
Yeah.
I
And
remember.
Michael Jordan had to go get that nigga.
They was like, "Hey, if he need to go, let him go."
I like that.
I
like
don't
that.
like, man. Jonathan Murray's too short. Like Rodman, like 6'8", 6'9".
I don't be thinking hype be playing. Don't be matter in the movies, man.
It's a movie.
Because they could make you look 6'9".
They can't,
They can, bro.
because everybody else got to be a midget. Then
That's they don't, and that's not the word they
a
use.
small person, man, midget. Like,
I mean, height aside, I think it looks good because they showed pictures of him side by side with Dennis Rodman. And if you just pictured him with a lip ring and pink hair, he's Dennis Rodman.
yeah, but it was.
I don't think that matters no more. It look, I'm interested to see
But
it.
I'm interested to see it. I'm interested to
Interest-
see
Dummy.
the Nike Michael Jordan movie.
I saw that. They got some big actors in that bitch too.
They do.
Man, I
Johnny
want to see that.
Damon and-
I want to see. I want to see that shit. When it come out?
I saw it last
I
night
can't
on
remember.
the commercial. I forgot the date.
Creed was
So soon.
Creed was highly overrated. That shit was just
It
okay.
wasn't.
You went to the movies?
Yeah.
So it wasn't $100 million worth of movie.
Nah.
$100
Around
million. That's
20
not
or
a big
30.
budget for movies, is it?
It wasn't a budget.
No, that's what it
They
made.
broke records for the best,
Oh, yeah.
best
Yeah.
sports movie
Well,
ever.
that shit, that's Rocky. It's Rocky trilogies.
So I'll say this:
Highly
was
overrated.
it the best sports movie ever?
Nah.
Numbers
Hell
wise.
no.
What is the best sports movie ever?
To me, the program.
You got the
Me
program. You got.
I mean, but you got old people that say Hoosiers or
Probably.
Field of Dreams,
I'm speaking for
Field of
personal.
Dreams was good.
Field of Dreams, Little Giants or some shit. I don't know.
Little
Like,
Giants was good.
Friday Night Lights,
The program. You said the program.
I said, yeah,
Yeah.
program.
Nigga, unnecessary roughness.
That shit was more
Unnecessary
funny,
Roughness.
but it was cool. It was
a good ass
It
movie.
was. To me,
What's the movie in
Wesley
Texas?
Snipes,
I like the,
the Texas movie.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Mine Major League too. Wow, thing.
What's the movie with Jamie Foxx?
LL.
Every given Sunday. Man.
Yeah.
Any give it. They can see every give
That
it.
is every good Sunday.
The baseball movie when the little kid died.
Oh yeah.
Little
Yeah.
Hardball.
hardball.
Mighty
Drake
Ducks.
won.
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, Mighty
Fuck
Ducks.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks.
We
was
can't.
better than bullshit.
Hey, guys, we can't pick 15. You got to pick one.
I'm
No,
we're
that's how
naming.
many better. Rocky 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, all of them was better than those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I
gotcha,
was just
gotcha.
naming sports movies
I
to
was
try to come
naming
up with what might have been the
I
best
was naming
one.
shit that's way
better
better
than
than
this.
this.
Karate Kid. This
Yeah,
sports.
that's a sport. Blood sport.
Blood sport, that shit.
Yeah.
Kung Pao.
Yeah.
I said Kung Pao.
That was his name.
Mr. Anime so crazy. Oh, no,
In Bloodsport?
was it Kung Pao?
Yeah, nigga, the nigga who got
The
there.
big Chinaman.
You bleed like my Lee.
Yeah, that nigga had big strong knee.
Every-
that nigga
hey.
knee was strong as fuck.
Hey, everything everybody in here just named is better than Creed 3.
I can believe that. Them was we named some shit.
And then you gotta.
So what's the reason?
Cool Runnings.
So what's the reason that's
Cool
the,
Runnings was better.
It's fire.
Yeah, nigga.
So what's the reason this is the biggest, highest grossing sports
'Cause it's
movie
now.
ever?
Women.
It's now and just like anything, what's the difference between fucking, I don't know, Kirk Cousins making more money than Dan Marino? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the times now. You can make more money like that.
Star Wars.
Kirk
Shit,
Cousins,
the
damn.
tickets was $2.
Not tickets, 20 goddamn dollars
Yeah.
on that
They
bitch.
shouldn't count it off of money.
Me and my little sister.
How many tickets were bought? That's what it should be.
Me and my little sister went for a matinee, and the tickets was $40.
Fuck no.
I remember being like, when I first heard that word,
$10.
what the fuck
I
is a
think we're like
matinee?
10. That shit like $10.
Oh yeah, matinee.
Man, when the nigga said that, I'm going to a matinee. I'm like,
Two-
what the fuck is a matinee?
3 in the evening, 2:30.
Fuck is a matinee? What's a matinee?
But you know, I got the the
nobody
big
that-
screen.
Yeah, that's why I think you got the extra. You got the extra, huh?
They still
Oh, you watched it at home?
no
he went to the movie
movie theater. Yeah,
But if you would have went to
Damn,
the regular
maybe
movies
some
and got the
popcorn.
regular matinee ticket, it would have been what?
it still
20?
would have been like 20 something. That's still a lot for a matinee, fool.
Man, I ain't been in the movie. I still want to go see Top Gun.
Matinee's supposed to be cheap.
That
Top
shit on.
Gun's supposed to
It's
be
on
good.
CBS.
They say it's like
It's like it's on HBO.
It's on one of them.
You can go
apps.
buy it now for $2.99.
You could watch it on one of these apps.
I do
Yeah,
that.
for free. I think HBO.
I do it.
It might be Paramount.
Should I be buying them boxing goddamn fights?
I don't know. I gotta go.
That
see.
last
But it's
32
on one
seconds?
of these apps. It's on one of these apps for free.
Did we talk about Chris Rock special?
No, not that I can recall.
Great special. I enjoyed it.
I didn't
I
enjoy
ain't like
it.
it.
I didn't watch it
I ain't
fully
like it.
because, well, two reasons why I didn't watch it.
I like it.
Two reasons why I didn't watch it. Because I went and saw him in person and it
Yeah.
was kind of similar to what I saw, so I fell asleep on it.
Y'all saw my bud say he ain't get no get back.
Who that?
Jotto White said that nigga, I ain't no get back. That nigga slapped you on national TV.
Right. But what made it more funny in person, it was like that nigga was like, Chris Rock was like, I wasn't no victim. He slapped me, but I wasn't no victim. And then Dave Chappelle came out. That nigga was a victim. Don't let him lie to you. He got his ass slapped.
That nigga said, "Nah, I see."
Slap.
That nigga said, "I see if you would have slapped him like right there in person, hit him back, cussed him out, or did something." But
I ain't like his little end joke where like, everybody say, "Why I ain't hit you back?" Because I was raised. I was raised to if somebody hit you, you hit their ass back. Don't start no fight,
That
but
was lame. That was lame.
It was
that was
corny.
lame as fuck.
I like that.
My mom ain't never told me don't fight in front of white people, but she always told me don't. I took it as
Don't embarrass her.
me in public.
Yeah,
I took it
white
like
people,
that.
black people,
Don't you be
like
fucking with me in this
Yeah.
store, my mama. Don't you fuck with me in this
Yeah,
store.
it wasn't
Stop
like
it.
it's white people in here. Don't be doing that shit. Nah, that shit was lame as fuck.
we talked about New Age Town with movies, but this week we saw that Clemson dropped a new facility, a new NIL facility catered specifically to kids in their sports programs that got NIL deals. You saw photography studios. They had a podcast and radio studio, which had multiple studios within it. They had a video creative studio. They had a conference room where they could have conferences. It's basically centered around creating anything that these kids will need to help create their NIL or make their NIL experience and their branding experience bigger. Clemson, from my knowledge, is one of the first schools in the country to release such a thing. Y'all saw that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they better because they falling behind. So if they want to get back where they was at, they better do that. But then shit, watch in a month, Saban gonna have the same shit.
Right.
Yeah, I
Texas
and that's
A&M
why I
gonna
don't.
have the same shit.
That's why I wasn't really looking at it from the standpoint of falling behind.
Yeah,
more
it's
so
just you're doing it.
creating that
It's
for
cool
your
because
kids.
like shit, nigga, man, that's gonna make these kids a whole lot more creative. They have a lot of kids.
Cool, let's go in the
Let's go
photography
take some
studio
photo.
and goddamn like
Bang, cool, and nigga, that's gonna make some kids photographers,
Pepsi.
videographers.
Woodford deals.
They're gonna be creating content and movies. They're gonna be doing shirts.
Yeah,
These
for
kids
branding
who-
and marketing.
Hey, I'm doing my own T-shirts. And let me get a photo right here to throw on my website.
Overall, from what you know right now, how do you feel about the NIL?
I like it, man, because I mean we can't do this and do that and do this. I'd rather for these kids to be rich than broke as fuck. So from simply keeping it like that, I want these kids are making money, man. There are some kids who this shit actually help. Like some are is crazy, but there's some kids who didn't have money to eat the whole month, and I knew it because I grew up with them.
You talking about college students?
Yeah, they didn't have money to eat.
No, I'm
to
talking about like the a lot of college regular students.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about the ones who's going to war for these schools who are getting nothing out of it. That's who I'm talking about. Like, I get that there's regular college students who do that too, but I'm talking about these student athletes who actually got to go to work. And if you don't go to work, you got to go home.
A lot of the regular college students that I knew had a 4-hour-a-week work study job and was getting food stamps.
That's true.
And I couldn't get none. They told me I couldn't get none because I got enough money to pay my rent.
They said I made too much money for food stamps.
Cool, so you get it.
What it is?
You get it, but
It was.
I ain't mad at it, man, because
We buy
I
your
had
groceries, nigga.
I had some teammates. You're home, but I had some teammates who really struggled, man. Like they ain't had no family to call home. I could call my mom. Hey, mama, send me $40. I go get me some food, some bread and snacks. I had some teammates who couldn't do that.
Do you? No. I'm not against it, but I actually like it. I think it needs to be a cap on it because it's getting a little outrageous. Do you think that?
I don't think it should be no cap. If I could sell 1 million T-shirts, I could sell 1 million T-shirts.
Well, the deal. Yeah, let them sell whatever they can sell. The deals.
If I can get a car commercial deal, I can get a car commercial deal. I mean, I feel it, but you can't have it both ways, man. Like, it's like, if this kid can earn this company $1 billion, why he can't get $5 million?
what you doing with $1 million at 18?
I don't know, but I earned it.
Yeah.
I earned it. I don't care. I don't know. I earned it.
I'm with Can't Get Right a little bit on this. Like, I love the NIL deal, but I do think it needs to be some type of cap on it. Like, it need to stop at like a million or 1.5. Put it at like something that no matter what, you can't make over this. Because remember, the objective was you had the Fab Five. We saw it. They won the championship and couldn't go buy a box of pizza. So if you're getting $1 million deal, you got enough money to take care of yourself, and you also are benefiting off your name, image, and likeness. But you also are amateur. Mm-hmm. So like, let's put that in that category, because if we start getting into the, like we just saw with the dude, the Florida dude who was supposed to get $15 million, you giving these kids all this thing so early, and then they don't progress to nothing else.
And then think about the crazy shit we did with $1,000.
To me, it gets tough because then I look at it like the music game. There's these musicians who are coming back being like, you wasn't fair with me. Even though I was a 17, 18, 19-year-old kid, you took advantage of me, and you made most of my money. So if these companies going to make
it's professionals.
At this point, they're professionals. I'm sorry. But if I'm 18, 19 years old and I'm making your company, I'm a professional businessman, and I'm making your company $1 billion.
Colleges still consider amateurs.
I want more than $1 million if I'm.
And they're not getting paid for it.
If I make you $1 billion, I want more than $1 million. I don't feel like. I mean, I think at this point
you ain't making Coke $1 billion.
But I think that it's that amateur shit out the window, bro. Like at this point, it's business.
No, I get what you're saying. It is professional aspects,
it's professional,
but I just think that they need to have a cap on it, because it's crazy that, like, nigga, your left tackle is the one that's probably helping you be in position to get what you get. You gonna get $10 million, and you gonna say, here you go $20,000.
You don't think that causes problems with both of y'all? You don't think that causes problems, like you just said, in the locker room? Y'all know the regular fights y'all have.
Not for everybody. It just depends on, like, everybody's personality is just different.
In the NFL, it's the same way.
Like, for some people, like, nigga, I love to play this game. I've been playing this game for free. I'm going to still do my job. You know what I'm saying? But for some people, it may cause some animosity.
Right, because if that's the case, then every that right tackle, left tackle should be letting him get sacked because they're mad because he getting more money.
Like U.S. quarterback, you probably would have got the NIL. But then your team, your line might not have got anything. You don't think that, man?
Then we'll just get them some headphones.
Right. Then me as that person, I know I got to look out for them. Like, Heck used to take them boys to OTs, and I know OTs, but Heck, take them boys to OTs to eat. Man, you got to do
free anyway.
Like, you got to do shit like that. Like, not all of it.
Hey, I'm gonna take you over here.
It was free.
It was discounted.
I had to do the same deal.
It was discounted.
Yeah, $2.
It was discounted.
Wink.
Yeah, I got football? Yeah.
It was discounted. But, man, like, you got to do things like that. Like, if they're not getting it, then you got to look out for them. Like, it's still college, man. You ain't got no house. But who knows what they got. But look out for them.
What you watching this week? See?
He hit it
2 weeks ago. Well, people probably been telling him they like the shit because he was against it at first.
I still am, but y'all like it so much. So what we watching? And I'm watching shit.
Yeah.
BMF.
I got to catch up on Carisha, please.
On BMF. I got to see how bad her acting was supposed to
be.
They
say
it's to be worth.
This last episode pretty good.
Yeah. I got to catch up on that.
50 Cent good.
Power coming back with next week with Tariq. Nah, I like
that's something I could let build up. I like it. I watched them all, but I could let him build up.
Succession back.
Oh,
like what, the 17th or something like that?
No, I think
it's not back already.
I think it's back today. I think
no.
It come on Sundays.
Check for me, Dad.
Succession.
Right,
Succession, Mike. I think it's. I thought it started back this week.
I
don't know what Billions. I ain't seen Billions yet.
Me neither.
I ain't seen that shit.
I'm probably gonna let Succession build up though, because that's some shit I like to watch. Like it's
three movies.
It's good. Yeah. But I like to do that with everything that like social media ain't talking about. Cause like BMF, like they talk about that shit, but like niggas ain't really on Succession like that.
Man, I love my first year of Power before everybody like knew about it.
Oh,
before streaming was a really big thing and you had to have it. Boy, I love that first year of Power.
My nigga Daz looked up episode 1.
Right.
It say season 4.
March 26, 2023.
So you was right.
He highlighted the date for you. Get that nigga dead. Take it off. You gonna
got glasses for
my boy swift with it.
But yeah, no, I caught Power late. I ain't catch Power because it wasn't a build up for it.
It didn't need it. It was great before you came along.
It ruined the shit.
Before I came,
and I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you little kids. Hey, I had to say that shit this week. You know, Scooby Doo with it. I would have got away with it. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for Miss Harris.
What am I watching? I finished my shit.
Talking
You said
about
I
friends.
was. You said I was gonna finish.
Hey boy, you was a fun ass nigga at that table too. What did you say? Yeah, I saw it.
Wild boy.
Yeah, come on, man.
Y'all some wild boy. But
Tell me after. I don't know what
I finished watching SEAL Team 6 seasons. Man,
I'm not watching that shit that far back.
I only told you that because you was like, you're not gonna finish it. I just want to let you know I finished it. 6 seasons is like 20 something episodes each season, except the last one was 10. And fuck y'all because y'all killed a couple people that you shouldn't have. But it was cool. It was good watch. Now I caught up on right now. I'm catching up on Hulu on Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah. The thing about Wu-Tang, they done had 2 episodes where, in the series sometimes it don't follow the storyline. They just do some like little weird,
just some random weird, wicked, like
shit.
off the like fantasizing and shit. Like when he dreaming about floods and losing the music and maybe, but it's coming from.
But usually it's only one of those a season. They've done 2, and I don't like that shit. Tell me the story.
Is that like kind of like the ATL feeling to you? Like ATL was going.
Yeah, that weird ass season.
Yeah.
But I get that because it was a season of it, and if you did your research, all those weird ATL episodes, it was once you find out the research about it. Like, what's that lake everybody be dying at? There's in Atlanta.
They got one.
Lake,
they got one here.
Lanier.
Yeah,
Lanier.
That's here too, ain't it? Is it somewhere like it travels?
No, lake. No, the lake don't travel. Like most lakes,
they stay
right in one place.
Yeah, most lakes.
They don't really move.
Like Lake Pontchartrain, they never really move.
Like Salt Lake,
it goes over different places.
Always in Utah.
It might go from Louisiana to
that's probably a river or something.
Yeah, that's
a stream. But the lake stay right there.
Atlantic don't be moving like
dude.
They kind of stay. They kind of stay there. But
shit, boy.
Yeah, I don't like that shit because I want to see the story.
I thought it was one in Birmingham, in Alabama too, that a lot of people go swimming in and die in. That's what I'm talking about. It's one of the lakes in Alabama.
Now, me personally, this is a Mobile thing. I would never swim or get in Chickasaw. Is it Chickasaw or Chickasaw? Chickasaw, because like it has a big undercurrent, and people and a lot of high school seniors die there like every year, damn near, because they go out there having fun and get taken under. And if you don't know how to swim with the current, then.
But you jumped in goddamn Mexico waters.
Yeah, but that's another thing. That's
you ever seen Shark Week? I'm off the coast of Mexico.
I can swim.
That's what old girl,
I'm a swimmer.
That's what old girl said too.
She sure said that.
She did say that.
Swimmer. You got your ass carried back to the boat.
She was almost going to glory.
I saw this week. I watched a little bit of that. What's my name?
Murdoch on HBO Max.
Man,
that's the one I watched. That shit.
That's interesting.
Them some wild boys.
That's wild. Like the power, the influence, the money. The way they manipulate.
What's that little
the
town? Low Country?
Well, they call it the Low Country. Like that whole area.
Where is it?
There. It's in South Carolina.
South Carolina.
What is it called? Murdoch?
Murdoch. That's
it right there. Low Country. You see it? The bottom one. Right there.
The bottom.
Right there.
His last name Murdoch.
That. Do yourself a service and watch that shit. It's pretty good.
Creepy ass white man.
All of their asses deserve to go to jail besides the wife. The 2 sons deserve to go to jail and him. Because they all killed somebody.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. Allegedly.
Nah, they did that shit.
No. But
he nigga did that shit.
Moving on into the dummy of the week. Stupid ass dummy. I'm just finna pick it. That little umpire from the little minor league baseball game. They didn't put your name out there, but bring your motherfucking ass to the principal's office.
Boy,
we was watching ESPN highlight, man. It was an umpire. I think it was a game between 2 semi-pro teams. I think it was the New Orleans somebody in the Mississippi Valley, whoever. Yeah. It was a AAA game, and the umpire just had enough.
He was ready to go.
If you know anything about baseball, it's a little strike zone. Balls have to be thrown in the strike zone. The first
over
one,
the plate.
The first one was a little questionable. He called it a strike, but it probably was a ball. But the second one, the man threw that bitch way over there.
You hit him with the high.
Even when he threw that bitch, the pitcher, the catcher, everybody, they did the routine to throw it because they felt like, Oh yeah, that had
That's
to
a
be a
ball.
ball.
That
Man gave 0 fucks. He said strike them out. The man went
left.
crazy and left. Walked straight out because that ended the
We
game.
ain't got no words.
If you ain't never seen it, go do yourself a service. That shit is extremely funny for people who follow sports. I just thought that shit was funny, and I had to bring him in here as the dummy of the week.
Oh, man, so he was hungry.
Dummy,
Fuck that
man,
shit.
it's stupid.
It's
ass,
dinner
man.
time. Nigga, my wife said be home by 9:30.
Any other news or information we forgot to add on or we need to add on?
Tune in to the Dummies.
Yeah,
to the
go like, subscribe.
dummiespodcast.com, buy you some merch.
Yeah, all that good stuff. We got a few things in the works that we working on, man. Things look a little different. We got to always stay ahead of the curve. So when y'all niggas get new microphones, we going to pop out with something new. The new industry
Man, them
standard.
little Toys R Us microphones. You get the fuck out of
Any
here.
other news and information we forgot to add?
Nominate us, man.
And on that-
we gonna make y'all show better.
And on that note, we'll be back next week like we never left. Because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Treat that shit like prom, though. Go to prom for 5 minutes and I'm out of there.
Bye-bye.
Dummy.